Easy was doing. Easy's it.
Let me start this over real quick. Appreciate everybody at Pivot Stocks. Go to getpivot.com. That's getpyvot.com. Use the promo code Take This Podcast. Get yourself a discount. Get yourself free shipping. Every pair of stocks you buy does support an episode of this podcast. Go to getpivot.com. That's getpyvot.com. Use the promo code Take This Podcast. Yo, Take This Podcast, episode 356. George Gray, special guest in the studio in the building for the first time. Rob Bass.
Me.
In this building.
In this building. Second time on the podcast or third time on the podcast?
There's a view of downtown. There's a Taco Bell across the street.
A view of downtown.
There's 2 refrigerators here.
We got
It's
it all.
lit.
2.
It's lit at this new location.
We ain't allowed to go in one of them, but
Oh, we still do. But
snitch over there. I knew I was gonna let you
I've been
say
the one
it.
doing the most drinking out of it.
You right. I'm
And they
glad
be
you said it on
yard
camera
drinking.
too.
They be coming here checking this garbage.
Don't come-
I know that's how they know.
Don't come ask me.
Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, and share this
Yeah,
podcast.
you should have been throwing it in that trash the whole time. No?
We're doing top 10 unofficial themed SB dunks to us. George says he already made a fire list. My list is absolute fire. Actually, I don't know if you can make a bad list of this, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think none of them are whack.
You can.
Nah.
Mine's decent.
I don't even know if the point was supposed to be ones that you like or the
Exactly.
best ones of all time.
See,
Because I didn't make the best ones of all time. I made the ones I like.
I made my list based off ones that, like, even if you didn't tell me what they were, if I looked at it, I knew what it was.
You always do that.
I did my list off of ones that I owned. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Must be nice. I mean, you two are the SB gods, so I mean, you the Blazer god too. So
Yeah, that's the thing. And then like when you limited just to dunks, I was like,
yeah, but there's not that many Blazer ones like that, is there? A lot of the Blazer ones had collaborations if they were like more anything. Like what?
the watermelon,
Okay.
SB Blazers.
Oh yeah, but them is like, you know, like Tiffany ones or something like that. Like them is like based off like the color. Like,
Exactly, but I'm saying like you look at the color of it, and then the way that the swoosh is missing, but it looks like a seedless
Like the
watermelon.
seeds?
Yeah, we
Okay.
gave it that name. Like these the watermelon.
Yeah, but it ain't named like Jedi. You know, that's a name. Like you can't collaborate with the watermelon, like unless you collaborate with some type of farm or something like that. You can't do that.
You can still theme it up though.
All right, you could theme it up, but like I said, I made my list based off of like if that sneaker came in, I never heard what you called it, and I looked at it and went, "Dang, that looks like this." I could tell it looks like this. That's how good Dunk SBs used to be back in the day when like you could see them joints and be like, I could see the inspiration that went into these joints. Now I don't know, man. Dunk SBs right now to me a little weird, but
It is. I haven't copped nothing since.
last week.
No, I've been copping sneakers, but like as far as SBs go, shoot, I want to say maybe Pusshead 2s. That was tape box.
What?
Maybe.
That's a long time ago.
Maybe.
Nah, you bought
I mean,
something
I had a couple
before
blue
then.
boxes, like, oh no, okay, Diamond Tiffany's, the black joints.
The highs?
No,
Or-
the lows, the black ones.
Wait, you just bought? Oh, the black ones. The
Yeah.
Wait, Diamond Tiffany lows. The Air Force Ones?
No, the black diamond.
Diamond Supplies?
Yeah.
When'd you buy those?
Whenever they released that Countdown.
Oh, you talking about the first time? The only time?
We're talking about the low top.
The OG.
There was the black ones, the white ones, and then there was a yellow pair that was exclusive at Complex.
Yes. And the black ones. Am I messing up? Oh, the black ones that not
With
the,
the
OGs.
Velcro the
with
swoosh.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Them joints.
Okay. That's the last time you bought one?
That was the last pair that I was able to hit for retail.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, it's just been L City. I think I need to get a new Nike account. I don't know.
Probably. Typically, when like a lot of people would take a lot of L's on there, George, you had reset yours, didn't you?
What, the Nike account?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It wouldn't let me log in and put a request in on sneakers. And then I sent them an email and was like, this thing locked me out. Maybe they gave me access back or something, but I mean, I haven't won anything, but it allows me to put a bid in at least.
Oh, shout out to you. George, how was New Orleans?
Mm-hmm. New Orleans is always fire.
That's your cue to say, not New Orleans.
I was going to say, but I was like, nah. Nah, but for real, though, it was just like...
We already recorded this part.
Yeah, the camera messed up, and we had to start over.
I don't know. Like, New Orleans just sounds weird. Like, I'm used to people calling it Nolans. You know.
What y'all do?
New Orleans was fire. I don't know how if Hannah picked the weekend or if they collabed on. It's a thread of like all the wives, and then the guys don't even really talk, so they plan everything, and we just show up
like that.
What?
I can't. I hate stuff like that.
Why is that?
What? I mean, are you guys? Hold on. Are you guys friends?
Yeah, it's all my friends from California. Like little being the kids.
You made it sound like none of us know each other.
No. We just don't care. Like they plan something and we just show up.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if they knew, but there was a festival, the French Quarter Fest. Fire. Like, I mean, the music may not be for everyone, but like obviously plenty of brass band stuff. That one video I sent you was like, I don't know what you would call it, but apparently one of the dudes from Freestyle Fellowship was on stage. Obviously, I was too far away to tell who anybody was. But it was like, I don't know, soul music mixed with reggae, mixed with...
Scat. It
was fire. You seen the video, but it was like lots of brass band and then jazz, whatever else. But it was free. Like, I don't know how them cats have... Because think about it. You got to pay for stage setup, stage teardown, security, police, fire.
Somebody takes care of stuff like that. Those are cultured cities that know how to take care of out here in Arizona.
And they said, like, New Orleans got more festivals than anybody, so I'm assuming they're not all free like that. But it was gigantic. It went, no joke, like, maybe not a mile, but at least a good half mile of, like, at least 8 different stages. So I don't... And now they have food vendors and drink vendors and whatnot, so obviously they make a lot of money off that, and I'm sure everybody shares. But fam, I don't know how the city affords to do that because you got so many expenses.
Nah.
Unless the businesses are donating like stage setup, stage teardown, which is possible. Who is paying for all that?
See, we live in
the musicians got to get paid. Like what? Are they doing it for free?
We live in a great city that doesn't know how to manage itself. New Orleans probably plans for things like that.
I'm
and
sure
know how
they
to
do.
it.
But somebody still we know nothing free in this world. Somebody still got to pay for that stuff.
I'm saying that if the city takes care of that, they take care of that like maybe every year for your people, and they plan for stuff like that. Maybe it's built into
the taxes or something. Who knows? And I'm sure people there are willing to pay for it because they know how big of a music culture it is.
Right.
But it was fire. I mean, you talk about every different. Now it wasn't like. Maybe there was country music or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, there was the music you would expect in New Orleans to be there.
Yeah. I don't care what music is, it's free.
All the different stages.
What is that music even called, though, in New Orleans?
Jazz, ain't it?
I mean, yeah, jazz, brass band.
Okay.
There was some cover bands there.
Wait, what's it called, like, with the bands that be marching and they be like...
Brass band. Both of y'all are stupid.
I mean, like, bro, it is hot outside and they marching up there with all that stuff on and stuff.
Yeah, so you talking about second line. That's like when somebody dies, they get the band out and they start...
So, was it hot there?
Hot? No. It was like between 70 and 78 the whole time. It was perfect.
How long was y'all there for?
We got there Wednesday night. We were supposed to get there like 11. I mean, either way, we were going to bed. We were supposed to get there like 11:30, and I think the flight was like an hour and a half late. So we got there like 1:30. Got there late.
Now, you know I got to give you a hard time, right?
I don't understand what this is.
No. Don't play dumb now. You know I got to give you a hard time about the pictures I seen, right?
What pictures?
The pictures I seen with you and everybody wearing matching shirts.
Oh, yeah. Again, women text thread, plan stuff. Men text thread, don't plan.
Don't matter because you got on this podcast and you said, and everybody was heated.
I can't wait for this.
You got on this podcast and you said that if you go to Disneyland and you got on matching shirts with your entire family and you taking a picture with matching shirts at Disneyland, you are corn.
That's way different.
Way different?
Yes. Way different. Number one, it's not family per se, where you like talk to your wife like, hey, we should do matching shirts and give them to our kids and take a picture. Number one, that's number one. Number two, I had no idea that was even happening until we got there. Somebody else planned that and was like, here, what am I going to be the only one not wearing it?
The way you talk,
It's for my wife. It's for my wife's birthday. Like,
oh, I know what it's for.
I packed my own Raiders tee. I packed my own Kip shirt. I packed my own drip. Y'all not about to switch it up.
That's different.
Yeah, but see, hold on. No, because I said you wouldn't even do it for the kids, for your wife. Do matching Disney shirts at Disneyland and take a picture. You said it is ultimate corn. It's the corniest thing ever.
It
you
is
would
corn.
never.
Don't act like it's not corn.
That's fine. If you wouldn't do that. But you also was wearing a matching birthday set shirt with your white face, all over
set
it.
Is crazy.
With about 10 or 12 other people.
Yeah.
And you get a pass for that.
It's not about getting a pass.
Nah, I don't do that.
What am I supposed to do?
You supposed to stand on business, 10 toes down.
Then again, you don't want to be that guy in the group.
Of course you don't.
On the vacation.
Of course you don't. Oh, of course you don't.
Fam,
but the way he talked about Disneyland, fam, Cats was hitting me up like, fam, George seriously wouldn't wear a matching shirt with his kids and wife to Disneyland. I said, George lying. No, there's no way. And you did that.
The difference again is if you yourself plan it out to do it and you execute it. I had no idea what was happening until I got there. Again, what am I supposed to be? The one left out?
It was an ambush.
Ambush left out.
Ambush.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch because I don't want to wear the t-shirt. You want to get off me though? No,
the couch is not that bad.
Well,
honestly, the couch really ain't that bad.
I get comfortable on the couch. Oh, you got an attitude? Okay.
Yeah. Like sometimes I sleep on the couch on accident, watching TV too late, and then she gets mad when I'm on the couch.
Right.
That's different.
You're not gonna come
That's
to
not even
bed?
close to being the same thing.
All right, let me get up. Someone's gonna come up in 3 hours anyway.
Dude, I hate when I wake up on the couch and the sun is coming up. I hate that. Dude. It is one of the worst feelings ever. But that was it.
Listen, New
Beignets?
Orleans is fire. I mean, we had all that last time. Like, obviously, I don't eat seafood, so New Orleans, if you go there specifically for crawfish or whatever.
What?
Don't eat seafood.
And
Because you're allergic,
and
right?
from California.
Nah, it's just gross. Like,
And he's from California.
I had a piece of shrimp the other day and I literally puked, like, not even joking, like 30 minutes afterwards.
That's just
You're
that
lying.
one shrimp.
Nah.
There's
No,
more
hold
shrimp
on.
out there.
I don't know if it had anything to
It's
do
a
with
lot
the
of fish in
shrimp,
the
but
sea.
They don't do that.
when I
a lot
took
of fish in the sea.
No.
That's a lot of fish
When I
in the
took
sea.
that bite, I took that first bite of that shrimp and I had a beer. I was like, I don't know if I could take another bite. I drank almost the whole beer to chase the bite from the shrimp.
So was it the beer's fault or was it the shrimp's fault?
Yeah, you guzzled a bunch of beer.
No. It's nobody's fault. My taste buds were not meant for seafood. It's that simple.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Was it fried or scampi?
It was a hibachi. Whatever you call it.
So it's grilled.
Oh,
I guess.
Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki, like a Benihana type.
He flipped the little thing. Everybody else dropped the shrimp. He flipped the little thing. Hannah was like, "You're gonna eat it." I was like, "I just went like this." It was for somebody's birthday. I was like, It was for Phil's birthday.
Oh, okay.
I was like, "All right, I'll try it." And I was the only
you
one
ate
that caught the
dropped
shrimp. I caught it. I was the only one to catch it. I'm an athlete, bro.
Okay.
I might not look like one, but I'm an athlete.
No, you just
Got hand-eye coordinated. Yeah,
that's how you caught
I ain't hungry for shrimp.
that.
If there's one thing I'm not these days, it's hungry. Trust me.
But then again, you got your other seafood, your salmon,
I've had you name the type of
your
seafood.
crab.
I've had it.
your crawfish.
You
had crab?
you name the type of seafood. I've had it all.
Alligator?
It's all whack. There's some alligator ain't seafood.
Where does it live at?
I mean, maybe in a river. It don't live in the sea. Alligator are
It lives in the water though.
okay. That ain't seafood.
Then what do you consider it then? Reptile?
Well, most people
Because
don't-
reptile's not on the menu. when
Most
you go
people
somewhere.
don't eat alligator. Number
They
one,
do in the South.
I
They do it.
mean,
They do it in New Orleans.
Of course they do. They eat a lot of stuff. Turtle
just-
soup, snake.
Yeah, I ain't
you
eat no
name it.
turtle though.
Frog?
Of
I eat
course,
frog.
frog legs.
I eat
They
frog,
eat all
yeah.
that stuff.
So
Have you had frog?
Man, we ain't
I
eating
haven't,
that.
but that would be considered seafood, right?
No, man. We ain't eating that in California.
Oh no, man! Would frog be seafood?
Fam, ain't none
Lake
of that.
food?
I just
Ain't
feel
none
like
of that
if it's
stuff
in
you
any body of
name.
water, it has to
no.
be seafood.
Wait, but do
Frogs live on land.
Yeah, frogs don't live in water, do they?
They don't live in it, but lily pads.
Okay,
Like,
but do alligators go to sleep in water?
Maybe.
I think
that
they
might be
can.
crocodiles. I don't know.
Oh no, man.
We got to go ask Steve Irwin.
Now he ain't there no more. Now I'm not eating no turtle. All right.
I would.
No.
Crack one open.
No. I saw somebody crack a turtle open on Naked and Afraid, and I was sad. I don't like that. Turtles ain't harming nobody. You just pull them out of water and break their back like that.
I mean, no animal is harming anybody, but you kill it, you skin it, you cook it up.
No, thank
Throw
you.
some seasoning on it. Side of vegetables, some grains, nice little protein.
Some grains.
I'm eating it.
So that was it for New Orleans? Nolans?
I mean, just do like the typical stuff down there. Go on Frenchman Street, listen to some music. Stay away from Bourbon Street. That's for people 20 years younger than me.
You didn't show your titties?
Fam, are you okay?
Okay.
Go out there and get the beads.
I
get
mean,
'em?
it's still like fire food out there regardless, even if you don't eat seafood. I eat two of the greatest things I've ever had in my
Etouffee?
entire life I had this week.
What was that? Gumbo and etouffee?
No, man, not even close.
What?
Sausage gravy. The greatest sausage gravy I've ever had in my entire
Pause.
life. breakfast gravy. We still saying pause? I thought we saying no Diddy.
Oh yeah, no Diddy, my fault. I gotta catch up.
And fried bologna sandwich.
A fried bologna sandwich.
Fam, I got that over on the south side of my
Look, I
no,
can make
no,
that
you-
at the crib.
no,
What
you
are you talking about?
You can make it in the crib, but you ain't making it like
It's
this.
not better than what they doing.
What they do to their bologna that they can't do in a bologna here on a skillet?
Well, you go to New
Put it
Orleans
in
and you
alligator
have it,
juice.
and you'll know.
Alligator juice.
Hey,
Slapping in that alligator.
would you be
juice
mad
with
if he did it?
it. I wouldn't. As long as it tastes
Exactly,
good.
exactly. You wouldn't be mad if he did it though.
Alligator
Exactly.
juice. Soaked bologna and alligator juice.
Greatest sandwich I've ever had in my entire
I
life.
got to get to New Orleans. I've been to
Yeah.
Louisiana when I visited colleges, but I was young. I
gotta
don't
go.
remember.
But it's something about going to the South. Sometimes it's just like, do I want to go there?
Yeah,
My ancestors,
facts.
slavery.
I look
don't
at
know.
New Orleans.
Nah, it ain't like that.
I avoid every.
I mean,
state.
yes. Listen,
going south. I don't visit none of those.
Every one of them places in the South got the like plantation tours or whatever. You ain't got to do it, man.
Cats
Just
going
go.
on a plantation tour is crazy. All right, to me.
You seen that one plantation Airbnb?
Yes. No, thank you. All right.
Listen, in New Orleans, like out for that jazz festival or whatever, clearly there's plenty of white people. There's plenty of white people everywhere. Fam, it ain't nothing but black folks out there. Y'all will be okay.
Y'all will be
Trust
okay.
me.
I'm not expecting to be captured. All right, like, it's okay.
It ain't.
Couple
I mean,
sundown towns
the
and
first
whatnot.
thing he brought up was slavery stuff. It ain't slavery.
New
stuff,
Orleans
man.
has never looked attractive to me ever. It's never.
Meaning what?
How old it is?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
just
everything is old.
Yeah, but like I don't see going there and running into a festival.
You
sounds
just
like,
came from France and want to move there. Look, that New Orleans is literally
that's
part two.
different. That's different. That's
It's literally
different.
part one and part
Hold
two.
on, that's different. See, out there running into a free festival that probably posted up to all day, that's fire. If I went to New Orleans, you do your you get on a streetcar, you eat some etouffee. Like what else? What else do you do? Like, it doesn't seem like much to do out there. Like, nothing that I would want to do. You do a couple ghost tours, maybe go practice some voodoo, and then, like, what? Then what?
You probably got to tap in with the locals.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
What do
Like
you
to do the stuff outside
What
the
are you
tourist
expecting to do
stuff.
elsewhere?
I don't know, man.
Exactly,
Nah,
like-
that's different. So I went to Miami.
What do you expect? Yeah, so you went to a soccer match. You could have gone to a Pelicans game when you were there. I mean,
The same. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
What-
you're
what
right.
do you mean
You're
it
right.
ain't the
That's
same?
fine.
What
Eat
you
some
talking about?
alligator.
That's fine, but it ain't the same though. Miami ain't the same though.
in terms of what?
Nightlife.
Probably. I don't know. Though.
Hey,
Fun.
fam.
Yeah,
Hey,
fun.
you
Views,
gotta
I
go-
guess.
Yeah, views.
You got to go to New Orleans before you say that stuff.
I'm gonna go to
because
New Orleans, but I gotta
It
go.
might not be a town that has more nightlife than New Orleans. Only ones I can think of is Vegas and Nashville. That's it.
Nashville, huh?
Oh yeah.
I gotta go to Nashville.
Went to Miami. Miami was fire. First time ever going to Miami. You
Miami
been to
Was
got
out there when Diddy was out there, or
Nope.
Miami
he
got a
probably
lot
was
of
out there.
Miami got a lot of nightlife, but Miami's not a music city like New Orleans is a music city.
how's it not?
Even,
They
not
got
even close.
what, Mr. Worldwide? What's his name?
Pitbull.
Pitbull. You got DJ Khaled.
Man, what?
How's it not? How is it not?
Okay.
Man,
look.
you don't stop.
Let me
bro.
tell you something though. When J-Lo did the Super Bowl for Miami out there last time, I was like, man, this is whack, man. This ain't what. Me being ignorant out here, my Miami is Trick Daddy, Luke. That's my
Right.
Miami. But you go out there, it's really nothing but Spanish music. Like, thank God my nephew and
Well,
Cortez
yeah,
speak Spanish.
Little Havana.
cats didn't know any English. The black people didn't even know English. Like, they were speaking Haitian and stuff.
Okay, the Haitians are in New Orleans, not in Miami, but
Fam.
I mean, there's some, I guess. but
Look.
Wait, so
What are they then? They were Haitian.
there's some in Miami, clearly,
Fam.
but New
First of
Orleans
all-
is a French city.
First of all, I love Miami. First time ever going, I love it there. It was perfect, all right? First of all, I went there to take my son to go watch Messi, okay? Look, let me tell you something. As a father, I know you ain't got no kids. I don't know if you got any kids. You got kids, yeah. When your son tells you that that's his favorite player of all time and you could actually make that happen, fam, when Messi scored and I saw my son crying, it made me feel something. I was like, oh, shit, like, I made this happen. Like,
You taking credit,
huh?
You taking your credit?
I am taking me and my wife taking credit. I am taking credit for that. Like, man, fam, you don't understand. Like, when you can do something for your kids and stuff like that,
Man, let it be organic. You don't need credit for that.
No. What do you mean? Let it be organic, fam. I appreciate everybody who messaged me, like, talking. That was, positive things. That's dream come true for him. All that stuff. It was freaking awesome, though. And
Of course it was, but you don't got to take credit for it.
No. I'm not taking credit. I'm proud of myself. I am very proud of myself that I put myself in position in my life to where I can do that for my child. Like, a lot of people can say they can't do that.
We don't want to be in that position. Pause.
What?
No Diddy.
What you mean?
We don't want to be in the position we're currently in. No Diddy.
I don't know what that means.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. Fam, being able to do that, taking my mom with us for Thanksgiving on vacation, things like that, I am very pleased to be able to do things like that. It warmed my heart. My nephew, first time ever on an airplane, first time going anywhere besides California and driving in a car, I got to experience that with him. He was excited, got to see something different. Miami is absolutely beautiful. And when I say, like, cats just be dancing, though. Now, you could say New Orleans is a music town, but Miami is a music town,
It
too.
ain't nowhere close to New
Look,
Orleans.
it may
I've been to
not
both of
be.
them.
It may not be. But I'm talking cats just out of nowhere. No way.
Hey, papi!
Damn. The soccer game ended. And when a sports event ends, you're just a horde of people walking. Fam, we were at a standstill. I'm like, what is going on? I squeezed through. I look, people just like this, spinning each other. I'm like, fam, not right now. Get home and do that. Just out of the blue. Like,
Get home.
Fam.
The night's just getting started.
Fam, the beach is beautiful. Miami Beach is the most beautiful beach I've ever seen outside of, like, Antigua and all those places like that. It blows California beaches out the water, and I love
Really?
California. It blows it out the water. No seaweed.
It's the neon
water.
lights, huh?
The water is warm. It's blue. It's calm. It ain't no waves. Ain't no sand flies. Ain't no trash. It was freaking beautiful. And when I travel to California,
Fam,
we go to
the
a
whole
private
beach ain't like that.
You went on
Like
a good weekend.
there are some areas that are, and most areas are not.
Hold on. When I go to California now, I go to a private beach, like a special beach that is dedicated strictly for people that go to this hotel. It is private, untouched land, sand, everything, and doesn't even compare.
it's touched by somebody.
Even compare to South Beach in Miami. Doesn't even compare. Not even close.
The oceans are different.
No,
That's
just
fine.
that's that just new place feeling. Like,
No,
I'm pretty sure when you go there again, you're not gonna have that same feeling.
No, I'll be back. You're
not gonna have the same feeling.
I'll have the
though.
exact same feeling. It was beautiful, all right? Fam, I mean, I can't say enough about Miami, though. I love it. I will be back. I'm so glad I took my son to experience that. He got to see Messi play, got to see Messi score a goal, went to Miami, experienced something different food, different culture, different everything. It is a real melting pot, too, out there. It is a little bit of everything out there. And when that sun cracks that dawn, they already headed to the beach. Families headed to the beach. They ain't waiting till 1. They ain't waiting till after breakfast. Cats running around in bikinis. Women were in bikinis and swimsuit all day and night. And I'm talking, let me tell you something. If you are one of them women that you can't handle, don't go to Miami, because they dang near naked out there. But guess what? Ain't nobody out there weirdos. That's their culture. That's what they understand.
Right.
They don't see men out there like, that's their culture. Ain't nobody pay attention to that. It's a woman over there that's with a suit. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. I was worried about my boys because I was like, all right, look, y'all gonna have to chill.
Now you
a
gotta
bit.
have the talk.
but we had some talks too. I was telling them about how to keep it real, how to be a real one, how to act around girls. We had conversations out there.
How old
fam.
are they?
11.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm telling them about how to act around girls. When you with the homie and girls around, don't be that guy to start trying to make fun of the homies to make the girls like. Don't
pull out the money. Don't be all flashy.
Don't be goofy. I was having conversations with my boys out there, and they was like this. Ooh, Like, they was taking notes, soaking it in. We out there walking around at 1 a.m. in the morning, eating ice cream, chilling on the street. Like, we was out there, though. I loved every single second of it.
That sounds lit. I ain't even gonna hold
Every
you.
second of it. Now, look, I'm not the young cats out there. I'm not going to live. I ain't out there, shimmying and all that stuff. I got my boys with me and stuff. But I loved it, all right? That Miami took care of us, all right? Different, love it. I will be back. Man.
I'm going this year.
You got to go,
Right when my
man.
son turns 18. We're
Now,
out.
hold on. Let me
First
tell you
flight.
something, though. We went there. It was that perfect weather. Because it was cold, hot, cloudy, rain, cold, hot, cloud. It was perfect. You go out there any other time, I heard it's miserable. The humidity there, I heard is insane. But I loved every single second of it. I am extremely blessed to be able to do something like that with my son, make one of his dreams come true, and I hope it motivates him more for soccer and stuff like that. He got a bunch of tryouts coming up for new teams and stuff. I love it. And shout out to my wife, man, for letting my wife took my daughter to Disneyland while we went to Miami. They got to go stay on the Disneyland land.
Y'all got monies.
They stayed at the Disneyland
Savings
hotel.
accounts and
You didn't know that?
whatnots.
They was hanging out with Minnie and doing princess things and going to houses on the campus. I don't know what they was doing, but they was lit. So shout out to them. I love them to death, and I appreciate every single thing that I do have in my life. I do. I really do. Pickups. Anybody? Let's go to our guest first. You got any pickups?
Picked up the Hello Kitty Prestos.
Oh, okay. You got my
Yeah.
outlet? Because they had them. They had tons of them there.
Nah, the homie Kev. I just happened. I was
Okay.
offer up searching for them. I was gonna get them on GOAT because it was below retail. But then I was like, let me see if I can get them locally. Went on offer up. Boom, boom, boom. Found somebody that had them. Just happened to be the homie Kev. Was like, throw me 40 for them.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a say less situation. Where you at? So we met up the next day, grabbed those, and then I grabbed 2 pairs of Vans. The skate highs with the bolts on the side of them. So grab those for like 15 each
From where?
online because Vans did the thing where they converted your points to dollars now.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so
Check my points.
yeah,
Shit.
so I think I had like I want to say like a 50% off, along with the 30 that they had, and then the $25 voucher. I was going in. Thank you, Vans. But yeah, grab those joints and then
That's about it.
yep,
George, you cop
nothing
anything?
crazy.
Nothing
Absolutely
crazy.
not. Cop some beignets and a croissant.
Fam, did we just get those?
Get what?
Them Malachites you got on, them green
No,
ones.
these are the original greens when the green and orange pack came out.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I did
Couple
grab
years
these,
ago.
the Calm slippers,
The
the Nike Calms.
the Calms. Me, I just money at Kith in Miami. Bought a bunch of stuff for my kids and my son. You know what I mean? Bought my daughter. The game was so lit, after the game. We already spent a bunch of money on clothes, but like after he scored that goal, we just went stupid. So I don't know, spent like $1 trillion at Miami Stadium on clothes.
Well, that's usually how it happens.
And then spent a bunch of money at Kith and took the Nike. Cortez bought a bunch of stuff. My nephew bought a bunch of stuff. Like, I don't know. So Bookers, Air Max 1s, Air Force 1s, Jordan 1s, 2 pair of Air Max 1s. I don't know. Bunch of stuff. So shout out to
Bookers
Miami.
are trash.
Huh?
Those Bookers are trash.
You smoking.
I be looking at. What is it? A basketball shoe? Is it a lifestyle shoe? Like,
That's the point.
What is it?
That's the point.
oh, you could do both with it, huh?
So you can do both. Fam, I never heard anybody question which one. Well, come on, fam. And you got to try them on.
I think that's where I'm at the point of my life.
You gotta
I
try
want my
them on.
shoes for comfort. So,
See, I'm not.
is there a level of comfort in those Bookers?
They're very comfortable. So shockingly comfortable.
Yeah?
You put them on your foot, you be like, oh, okay, I like these now.
I might get a pair of them.
I love them. You at least got to try them on, though. I know you know everybody. You got to put your foot on them, man. You got to try them on, though. George, releases, fam.
Oh yeah.
Go through the list of them, man. Then we got some cards we're going to open up real quick. Shout out to the homie, the Sneaker Savant. He sent these a while ago, but I kept forgetting. What come out this week, family?
Pacific Moss, which I guess is just olive. Dunk Low. I guess it doesn't really look like that's olive, but
Yeah.
whatever. Pacific Moss, who knows? Lunar Rome coming out, that shoe that we kind of like. Phantom Light Bone.
Did you ever get a Lunar Roll?
Hey, I don't think so. I mean, I don't have one now. If one shows up in a box at some point,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
Well, it ain't showing up in the next one, so.
I mean, I read that thing, but who knows? Dunk Low SB, big money savings. Don't
Getting those.
get it. Don't.
What?
Why? Don't know what
You
it
like
is.
those? You know what those are based off of,
I
right?
haven't had one in a minute, so.
Them joints is based off of the long receipts from CVS. So, like, I think if you, inside the shoe, you pull the tongue out, it's this stupid long receipt. Them suck, though.
I like the theme behind it. It's a fun story. No.
CVS long receipt? Come on. That's the difference between the Dunk SB themes we grew up with and the Dunk SB themes now. All right. A receipt?
I mean, why not? What the Lost and Found? Those was based off of the receipt and how old they were. The ones. What else was it? The costume joints. The thrift joints. Those was based off the price of what he got those for.
Yeah, but those are Costins. Those are Jordans. Them is a
I'm just saying. It's all Team Nike. Like,
Team Nike.
just throw it out there.
What else you got?
Is this a New Balance? New Balance pack Orly. What's that? You know what Orly is?
Nope.
Tan and navy.
I should probably look at the app to see what you're talking about.
Okay. Bodie Astro Grabber. No Diddy.
Oh, them is fire.
The Nike SP. Natural black and coconut milk.
Them joints is fire. They're on Sneakers app.
I mean, the cream color one
These
doesn't
is aight.
suck. The other one kind of does.
These is I
mean, the other one looks like track shoe.
They look like Tom Sachs
Those
a
are
little
fine.
bit.
The other one looks like a track shoe,
They
like
got
from
a
like
Saks.
1973. I think.
Vintage is in.
I think Bob Beeman broke the record.
Vintage is in.
All right. Jordan Zion 3, just in time for the playoffs.
They playing right now, actually.
Pressure. I thought. Did that game didn't end yet?
Oh, it came on early?
Yeah, it was like already halftime when I left work.
Oh, really? I didn't even take a look at it. What time did it come on? Like 4:30? Shoot, still going on fourth quarter. Lakers up 93, Pelicans 91.
Samba made in Italy white gum.
I like those, but too expensive.
Come on now, Mr. Miami. Nothing's ever too expensive.
Look, I said I can't afford them. I can't. I just ain't paying for them. Them joints is white.
Puma Fenty pack, olive, two different colors of olive, two different colors of green and white. PlayStation, Puma, that's up your alley.
Why you
Glacial
keep
gray.
saying Puma's up my alley? I don't own any of these Pumas.
I'm about to grab some Pumas.
2020
I love Pumas.
2023 was the year of you and throwback shoes that you have 9,000 of the same one and you still copping.
True.
Field General 82, that's the Marvin Harrison joint.
Them joints is okay too.
It looks like a Air Force One toe mixed with
I could definitely fight in those. Those and them Astro grabbers or whatever they call.
Okay. Ja 1 mismatched. Sabrina 1 dedication. Women's Pegasus white gym red 2005, excuse me. I thought you were about to say that too.
They okay.
Jordan 1 green glow. Jordan 1 OG high.
I'm
Sorry.
not mad at them. Did we order those?
I have no idea. I hope not.
Did those not already come out?
This one? I don't know. You mean like before?
Yeah.
I don't think so. But a green glow 4 did.
That's probably
What
it
you're
was.
thinking of.
I can't keep up
A
anymore.
green glow 3 just came out.
But they never did a 1.
Not
Wait,
a one.
hold on a second. Matter of fact, let's take a step back. So whoever wins tonight automatically goes in, and then the other two teams.
Battle it out for the 10th spot or the 8th spot. 9th spot.
Wait a second.
You talking about the play-in tournament?
How the hell do you get in? Because 3 teams can't get in. It's 2, right?
It's 2. Your transition's
So wait.
crazy.
Well, huh?
So your transition is crazy.
I'm just thinking
We're
about it.
trying to
Like
figure out
there's
when green
4
glows
teams.
come out.
There's 4 teams. If 2 teams win tonight, they're not
So
automatically in,
hold on.
right?
If Lakers win, if Lakers win,
So whoever was the highest seed gets in automatically.
2. So Lakers,
And then the other 2
if
fight
the
for the
Lakers
last one?
win, the Lakers go on. Then the Pelicans have to battle the Warriors or the Kings, the winner of that one.
Okay, but only one of
But only
those
one can get
3
in. Yep.
gets in. That's crazy.
Yep. I think that's how it goes. I could be wrong.
Fam,
We're talking about play-in tournament.
What's up, NBA?
What else?
Book 1 premium hike, which is the snakeskin one. Not the snakeskin swoosh.
That's
but
the one for
snake
you.
on the
That's for
front.
you, Rob.
That's
Premium
the one.
hike snakeskin. Look at that.
That's the one I need.
I know this joint fire. Look at that.
I'm gonna cop regardless because
They
the
look
price,
decent.
the resale prices are cheap enough if I don't get it. So
Yeah, I think I'll probably pay resale if I don't get it off. But I think there's a lot of them. So like I think like this should be an easy cop. I think I saw Sneaker Palace. Is that what it's called? Shoe Palace. They got them.
Sneaker Palace.
Fam, I ain't been to a sneaker store in a long time.
came from
They
Miami,
popping
what
up
you
out of
talking
nowhere
about?
though. Like
I went to
WSS.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, they
all,
already
Yeah,
built like
that's a
4 new
sneaker
locations
store.
out here.
everywhere. All of our buffets turned into WSSs. Huh?
That's a sneaker store.
What?
You would the one you just named.
I only go to boutiques now.
Oh,
I don't go to
God.
your chains. I don't go to your chains.
2 Chainz.
You don't catch me in your Sheiks anymore, buddy. I only go to your Kiths. I only go to those types. Huh?
You were wondering
Manor.
if you were wondering if he was,
Undefeated.
I go to your Undefeateds, your Kiths, your Concepts. You don't catch me in no
No
chain.
Foot Locker.
What do you think this is? You think this is 1998 or something? What you think this is?
you had concerns he didn't have money.
What you think? I go to a van store.
Oh, I'm aware he has money.
I stay in
New
a van
studio.
store.
Come on now.
I stay in a van
Snacks,
store.
per diem,
Snacks.
flights.
Snacks was a dead
And
giveaway.
actually, I only stay online for vans. So I buy most of my vans off eBay now. Like I got a bunch of dub taps in my cart, and I got a bunch of bones in my cart. I'm gonna pull the trigger on a few of those, dude. Ooh, but I found a Nike SB football jersey. Rare.
Look at him, man.
On eBay?
Found it on eBay.
That's
cheap.
And you bought it?
I bought it cheap.
Oh.
It's cheap. It was cheap.
Let it have been up there still. I would
Yo,
grab
y'all
it right
catch
now.
out trying to make fun of me in my cropped Miami jersey, though. Them is some haters. Cropped. I got a Vinny Testaverde coming that's super cropped, all right? With the abs showing. Abs showing. Charles Woodson type college abs, all right? I'm
Hey,
going to do some
vintage is
sit-ups.
in.
I'm going to do some sit-ups.
The only thing I'm gonna say is you can't wear super short shorts with it too. It's one or the other.
You could.
Nope.
Thank
could.
you, Rob. Don't listen to
No,
him.
you
could.
Yeah, you could.
Nope.
You
One
could.
one or the other.
No. You got to
No.
You got to go all out.
One or the other. No. If you wear that shirt with no shirt underneath, you can't wear short shorts.
I can do whatever I want.
You will look like
On the beach in Miami?
Thank you.
You will look like unnecessary roughness.
No.
Yes, you will. You look like Scott Bakula, guaranteed.
Fam, if I throw a spiral and I got the short shorts on spiral, come on the beach.
I'm saying if you're holding any type of sports equipment, a
this
gym
ain't-
bag or something.
Damn, this ain't Top Gun. This ain't the set of Top Gun. All right?
just
I'm
saying.
gonna need you to chill
All
out.
right. We'll turn you to a set of Baywatch then. I don't know.
You wait till you see them pictures and you gonna be
He
like, "What's
hating,
correct
huh?
doing?" You what?
As long as he's not having a midlife crisis, run it
Slow
up.
motion. Slow motion spiral.
You got the money for it.
One gold chain.
Oh, he's
Compared to how some of these other people with money dress, huh? I've seen worse.
Seen worse.
Well, I think that's kind of the point. When you have money, no one cares. But nah, fam, you can't wear a crop jersey and short shorts. It's one or the other.
All right.
Now, if you got an undershirt on, okay,
Nah.
yeah.
Abs. Belly button. I gotta get abs.
Get a belly ring.
Don't co-sign
Oh,
that.
I ain't doing all that.
I'm saying.
Don't co-sign that. Come on.
I do want a
Hey,
nose
look.
ring though.
Look, I bought a bunch of Nike shorts.
Oh, you got them?
This summer, it's up.
Oh, it's up. Short
It's
nobbing.
up.
He gonna be crumping out of control out there.
It's up.
Fam, don't co-sign that.
He gonna be crumping crazy
You're
out there. in
not
'em.
wearing a belly shirt and short shorts. So.
Look,
If he want to crump the way he wants to crump, you let him crump. I don't know how to
Look.
do it though. I can't do it. I'm not sturdy. He do it. It's mean. They be stomping.
all that.
Don't co-sign that.
I might just have to put the fit on first. Let's see what happens.
Put it on.
Summer's right around the corner.
It's already hot now. What's up? What's next?
Bape, LWST, Adidas. I don't
Grabbing
know what.
those.
I don't know
I
what.
don't
Not
even wear
mad at
Adidas.
these. I'm debating. I don't even worry about you grabbing them. They call it lawsuits. That's what the LWST stands for. So I don't know.
Well, could have fooled me. 2 pairs. I'm not buying 2 pairs. There are 2 pairs of them. Club C Pleasures Reebok Sport Green Gum. Another shoe that's up your alley. Puma Dazed and Confused Persian Blue Suede.
I ain't mad at them. Now this Dunk SB right here is fire.
I tried to get it on the but
The shock drop.
apparently they only had 7 pairs total.
This city style, and you could tear the stuff off, and like it's red underneath.
You know what we call that in the industry? Foreshadowing.
Okay. In the industry, yes, podcast industry.
New Balance numeric 480 pack Celtics versus Lakers. I guess
What
they're
is
just
this?
trying to capitalize on the playoffs.
Man, get this out of here.
Janoski City of Style pack along with that with
What?
that
They're
dunk.
bringing J-Nose back?
Yep. You like Janos?
I got a couple.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what a Zoom Pogo Plus is, but that's a women's City of Style pack.
I think it's a new
New
model.
model.
I don't know.
Gotta
I
be.
never heard of a women's Zoom Pogo. They all right. Huh?
Women's Jordan 3 Georgia Peach.
I like them.
Jordan Tatum 2 Neon.
I like the shoe, but not that one.
Air Force 1 Low 404 Error.
Yep. Like those.
That's the error you
whack.
get. That's the error you get when you try to bot and you lose.
No, it looks like the thing that they put inside the shoe when you're making it.
What, the mold or something?
Yeah. Like I keep forgetting the name of it.
Them joints are smooth.
But yeah, I'm gonna need those.
I need those.
I'm gonna need those.
Need is a strong word.
Yeah, probably paint Nipsey on it. I don't know.
Overused.
Oh, okay. Well, see, yeah, you're a customizer. Huh?
Yeah. It's all blue. Do something with it.
What else?
New Balance 1000 Silver Metallic. Is that a new model too? Those look like they should be worn by Judge Dredd.
Okay.
I mean, am I wrong?
Judge Dredd was a fire movie, actually.
Fam, you want to talk about a top 10 wackest movie of all time? Expendables 4. Oh my God.
Duh.
I sent you that. No. It made the first 3 look like Oscar winners. That's how bad it was.
I'm surprised you ain't seen Expendables 4.
You saw it already?
Man, come on, man. I live for bad movies.
Well, I mean, it ain't been on streaming that long, has it? Where did you see it at?
You must have a decent Tubi account then.
No, I've seen it. Oh, wait a minute. It's the
Expendables
new
4 just came out.
Oh, then never mind then. Oh, the new one. I was thinking. I thought that was already 4.
Fam, are you okay?
Okay, I saw 1 through 3. All right, relax.
Yes, like we all have.
Like
Thank
you make it sound like fam, like I missed the one.
No, you made a big deal about actually seeing it when you had no idea it even came out.
Saw the wrong one. Okay, I saw 3. I guess I didn't see 4 yet.
So you just recently
So
saw
where you?
3.
Where's 4? What's 4 on?
Hulu maybe? I don't know. Something. One of
I don't
them.
even know. I can't even watch it now because I don't even know where it's at now.
I mean, you have a computer in your hands.
Watch it online.
Yeah, I'll start now.
You can open that app up that helps you find things on the internet and type, "Hey, help me find this."
Fam, get the releases.
It's a lot of releases.
I thought you wanted to.
That's real. These releases are whack.
What's today? 15th?
I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, you can say it.
What else we got?
They're thinking it.
I think that's it.
In
man.
TV land, no, that's definitely not it. Dunk Low Hyper Royal Malachite. I don't know why we need that. Zoom Freak 5 Ode to Your First Love.
No thanks.
Does that mean basketball is the first love?
I don't know. Probably Grease.
Sounds like a Valentine's Day shoe that didn't make the release.
Greece is his first love. Huh? Did he even ever live there? Or?
Yeah, he lived there. He's a Greek freak.
I thought he was born in Nigeria. No?
I think he was, and they refugeed over to Greece.
Oh, okay. Okie dokie.
Refugee.
Jordan 4 Hyper Violet Kids and Women's
No
or
thanks.
Kids or
Next.
something. Jordan Jumpman.
Travis Scott.
Jizak. University Red. Travis Scott. Backward swooshes.
Whatever.
Trash.
It actually is better than like those Air Max 1 models and stuff that he did and whatever the other one.
They're okay.
Pata Air Hirachi Saffron Quartz. Is saffron a
Next.
French word? Because I think you're responsible for owning it.
Saffron is a seasoning.
Is a season that's very expensive. If you go look for
Okay,
it,
that's
it
not
comes
what
in
I
a-
asked you. I asked you, is it a French word? That's
Saffron?
Yes, because it
I
might
don't
be.
know.
Well, you should know that because
don't
you're
know.
a French citizen.
I'm
so-
still learning.
Okay. Pata Air Hirachi Black Cool Gray. Those are actually kind of fire. Is that the same model?
Yeah,
Why
same
does it
model.
look different? Oh.
Because it's black.
And there's a pink one too.
Fam.
What?
Look at the pictures and go, yeah, don't matter.
I think that might be it. What's today? 16th?
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's it.
That's it. The 30th will be the last day. That was April
Nice.
26th.
Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribe, share this podcast. I want to give a special shout out to the homie, the Sneaker Savant. He always comes through with some fire cards that he creates right here. He's done Kobe ones. He's done Dunk ones. I think he has some Air Max one. He always hooks us up with a pack for him to open up on the show. So definitely appreciate it. On the screen, you can see the website. Go in there and copy some if you like cool things like that. This is right up George's alley for cards. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a pack to you guys to open up so you can get the best cards out of it. Here you go. Throw you a
Are
one
cards
pack.
still a thing?
Here you go. Car still a thing? To George it is. Here, George, another one. There you go.
Like, are the Pokemon still in?
Shoot, that's George's world.
Nah, Pokemon ain't my world.
Well, cards are your world. Let me see. Shout out to the sneaker savant.
Fam, you're not
man.
gonna read the thing?
Hey,
The
not
back of
gonna
the-
hold you. This is a nice little
It's
homage
nice,
to the skateboard community.
Go ahead and read it,
Got the
George.
phones up on there.
The first time we did it, I took it very seriously. We had to cover each and every SB shoe that was released in order from the beginning of time. We couldn't leave any out. And no matter, what did it say? No matter how trivial. And I suppose for documentation's sake, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is just wing it and have fun with it. And that's kind of what we did here. We threw caution to the wind and said, let's just do exactly what we want to do. So that's what we did. We each chose a number of SBs we loved, hated, or remembered for whatever reason.
Nasty.
What's that thing right there called? Code?
Paragraph. Oh,
Okay.
Scantron.
Scantron.
QR code.
QR code. Bang, bang. Sneaker Savant 2023 base 6 per pack. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Grateful
Appreciate
Dead is the rarest, apparently.
Appreciate you. I opened my pack, so I'm about to go through mine.
Oh,
Let me see.
This time around, the set is a bit more disjointed, but I think this one really captures the essence of the culture. Instead of being neat and orderly, it's messy and full of random misplaced energy. If you enjoy this set even half as much as we enjoyed making it, I say we paid the proper respects.
Shout out to the Sneaker Savant. That's
Donkey.
the
Well,
homie.
that's what they do.
Follow him on
Dunks.
Instagram.
What
Yes,
was
what
that,
they
that
do.
new
They
shoe
smell
smell?
it. Would you do it?
That new shoe smell?
You gotta wipe your fingertips off too. You don't want to get that. You don't want to bend them corners.
Donkey Dunks.
Follow him on Instagram too. He's one of my favorite Instagrams to follow. He always got good topics and stuff like that. And he says he based a lot of his topics off some of the stuff that we discussed on his podcast too. So shout out to him, man. I appreciate him. So my first card I got right here, I got the Dunk SB Low Adobe. Don't know if y'all got. I got the Silver Box High. All right. Silver Box High. We slept on that because Dunks had faded off back then before we got on that. We got the Spot High. I remember the shoe, but I don't
Oh,
remember
yeah,
being
skate
called
park in
Spot.
Tampa?
Oh,
What is that,
okay.
the Gorilla Grass?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gasparilla.
Yeah,
Dunks?
Gasparilla.
Gasparilla.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the orange box. I got these at the house. DS. I had bought them for retail price off of Sneakers app. I think this was like one of the first Dunks that hit the Sneakers app, and then I returned it to the outlet and then rebought it at the outlet because it was cheap. That's the orange box. I got the Soul Land High. Is this a newer one? Got the little swoosh in the front. Came out in 2017. Okay. Soul Land High. I got the East and West Denims. These came out recently. 2018.
Oh, yeah, the Biggie
2018.
joints.
These
Or
joints
the
are
Tupac.
fire. And then, ooh, this is a classic one. I think Rock got these maybe. These are the Blazer Frogs. Got the frog on the
I do
swoosh.
not have
You don't
those,
got
but
these?
that is one
These is nasty.
It's overly priced for no reason.
What you got?
Dang, hater.
I got Madison Huckleberg
I got that one
with the
too.
dunkies on the feet.
What the? You got a player card.
Got the chunky donkey
That
box.
one's rare. That one's getting graded.
Oh, we got some purple boxes up in here.
Uh-oh.
A little throwback. We got the what is that, mosquitoes?
Mosquito joints.
We got Skater Die.
Okay. That could be on somebody's list.
That's
that may be
crazy
on my
right
list.
there.
Skater dies.
Right there. November Rain, the mids.
Yeah, your pack is already killing my pack.
We got the Supremes, the trainers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pack. Your pack is
Trainer
gold.
one. I think I got the white ones from that pack.
They cracked.
Urban Haze. Those are done for.
Did you buy them brand new?
Angels and Demons. Nope.
See, I tried to buy a pair from like Ben had those event way back out here a long time ago, but it was the blue and yellow ones, but they was cracked up.
Yeah.
George, what you got? Oh, you opened up 2 packs. You a cheater, man.
You threw me 2 packs. I think this means something special. This has a blue PS on it.
Yeah, mine got.
Adobe?
I had one of those. That's what I thought it was.
I mean, does it say what it is on it?
My Adobe one has a PS on it, and that may be the point because it got
Oh,
Adobe
yeah.
like the PS, like Adobe Photoshop. But this one's white.
It says Adobe is kind of rare.
Ooh, I got one.
LA to Chicago. I didn't think that was a SB. That's a Jordan 1, right?
Yeah, the Jordan 1 SB collab.
Wait. But what is? Let me see.
The LA to Chicago, it has the LA colorway.
That
When
was
you-
always an SB.
Yeah, when you wipe it away,
What? I don't
it
think
has
I
the
knew
Chicago
that.
up
I
under
don't
it.
think it is a SB.
It is SB. It's
NY
the
to,
Jordan 1 SB.
NY to Paris.
So that was an SB too.
Yep.
I don't think so.
I had those ones.
I had those too.
I think you made that up.
I followed that whole thing because I was waiting on the Jordan collab since I first heard of it, and then when it finally surfaced with the that metallic green joint,
Yeah.
like when all right, now we finally got one, the Jordan 1. SB.
See, I don't think I had any idea those were SB related or something.
Travis Lowe on Crip.
Let me see.
What you mean? Let me see. You know what it is. Costin Lowe, blue and silver, one of the greatest shoes of all time, regardless of SB or not.
Show the camera.
Man, show the camera.
Don't show me.
People know what they are. You just said show me a second ago. Freak.
Nasty with it.
Strange Love, pinks.
Fam, my pack is whack compared to y'all packs. So y'all packs is fire.
Griffey mid. It's not mid. Freshwater.
The Griffey was mid, was it not?
No,
It
I mean,
was.
the shoe is not mid, is what I'm saying. All right. You got a hi-hat over there? Though? You got a drum kit? Chun-Li, blue lows.
Classic.
Potentially the greatest Nike SB of all time. Larry Perkins, Chirping Bird, low.
I miss those. I don't know why I got rid of them.
I remember George was trying hard to get them, but it was hard to find one that had the chirp that still worked.
I should have just paid the $200 or $250 or whatever.
Is that what it was? We didn't want to pay? But
that was back in the days when shoes were like, you know, a SB low was like 80 or whatever.
Right?
You saw 200, 300 back then. It was like, I don't
Right?
know about
I see it
that.
now and I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and get those.
Yeah, that's retail now.
Shoot.
Ryu mid.
Okay.
This right here, one of the most underrated shoes of all time. I had a pair. I don't think it was my size, but I definitely regret selling them. Kobe Costin, low, that like new model with the not React, but whatever was before React. Zoom.
Yeah, it had Zoom.
Something foam.
Yeah.
That
Is that the
new
one that had like the
foam.
snake print on it a little bit? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now those things are like a couple $1,000s. This is
Ever too.
this is for y'all right here. I think I remember these. Costin mid, not Costin, Janoski wingtips brown, turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Turkey gravy.
I remember those.
Get dressed up. Throw on the little.
I had these.
From the skate to
I
the
had
streets.
these, but I sold them. I think they were like a half size too small.
Yeah, we all had 'em.
Levi's black. You didn't have these.
You got them for me.
Well, I was gonna say if you had them,
Love
it was
those.
because
Hey,
of
what
me.
you talking about? You got them for me.
Regret getting rid of those.
Yeah, me too.
Black
Then
with the
again,
red
that
outsole.
tape box era was just
Um,
uncomfortable.
Because
Because they definitely changed up the.
Is that when they put
the
the
shape
thing
of
in the
it.
back? The little thing that was on the back of the tongue? I mean, on the back of the heel? Or like you locked your foot in a little bit? George, was that what it?
Which one?
When they remember like when the
tape box
SBs, they put that little thing in the back of the heel all of a sudden on the SBs. Remember that?
They changed
Like
the,
it didn't have the padding no more, but like you could
Yeah, they
actually
cha-
feel the whole.
Yeah, it was something.
They changed the padding for sure.
Oh.
Madison Huckleberry.
What's that look like?
I have no idea who Madison Huckleberry is. It was the same card that Rob had.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. No, no him.
I have no idea who that is. And that's it.
That's it. Appreciate
Hey,
you, man. Y'all need some cars, man. Go to him and cop 'em, man. We still got some packs right here, but man, go to Sneaker Savant, cop 'em, man. The Sneaker Savant, man. Shoot. What I have on the list to talk about? I mean, we had some dunk stuff on there. I don't even know if I want to talk about that anymore. Y'all still want to talk about that?
What stuff?
I don't know. I asked, well, why did dunks fall off so hard in that 2013, 22? Somebody sent me a message.
Because of one tweet that went out by what was it, Riff?
What was the tweet?
Riff basically said like SB dunks are dead.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I remember that tweet going out, and it was just like, you know, everybody just gonna follow trends, so it's just like.
Now hold on. Was Riff on our show before then?
I mean,
know.
his name's Jeff, right? Jeff was on the
Yeah.
show. I don't remember what the timing was, though.
Okay, because we talked about SBs a little bit, but I don't think they were even remotely close to being back when we talked about it. But I don't remember that tweet going out by them. And you think that's
Don't
what
let me
killed
find
it?
it.
You think that's what killed it?
I was always a fan, so
Right.
it didn't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was still wearing them after the tweet went out, and I still had them in my collection up until now.
See, I feel like what's happening now with SBs is what happened back then. The themes and things like that became whack. Like this long receipt one that you talk about coming out, that's where it starts to go downhill, because Concord dunks to me is where that was it.
Really?
That was the very last dunk I think I had bought before it had fell off. Concord dunks, and I camped with shout out to the homie Sean Malier in front of Industrial at Arrowhead Mall. Like we waited in the parking lot all night to go in there and get Concords from there. And that was it. Like, and I feel like the themes started getting whacker and whacker and whacker and whacker, and then they fell off because I don't see why, clothing wise, it didn't matter how skinny our clothes got, how big clothes got, how short, they still looked good to me.
But even then, I think even after they did that whole thing, like with the Jordan to an SB,
Yeah.
they was re-retroing a lot of the older classics into the newer joints. Like you got the De La Souls that were reversed from the highs to the lows.
Yeah, but when they
Which is
did
pretty
that,
dope.
I got them at the outlets.
Even then, though, I thought it was high. I got mine for retail.
I did too.
I actually woke up Saturday morning, drove down to Industrial. Oh, no line. This is getting easy. Like, walked on in, got my pair, and then I was home by 9 o'clock. Sleep.
I bought mine off Sneakers app, and then I was like, got them in the mail for retail, and then I went to Nike outlet at Tanger, and I just went, and I was like, there's a whole wall. And I don't mean like, oh, sparse. It was a whole wall of them. I brought my pair back, and then I went in there and bought them off the wall back there for like $68. Like, that's what happened. Then you said they turned the California lows to California highs. Remember that?
Right.
California highs were at Marshall's on 99th Avenue, fam.
That's crazy.
For $67. I'm sitting in there like this, like, fam. Dunk SBs, California highs are sitting in Marshalls. And I was like, yeah, but I ain't giving them the 67.
That's crazy.
I didn't want to
drop that quick.
I didn't want to. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Yes, now,
I
but
love
back
a good
then,
under retail. Even back then.
yeah, but like I don't go to Marshalls to pay $67. I go to Marshalls to pay $39. If you go to Marshalls and you paying top dollar, that defeats the point of a Marshalls. I remember one time I saw a pair of True Religion jeans at Marshalls. This is back in the day, and they were $110. Now True Religion used to be like $2 something.
Right.
I couldn't do the $110, even
That's
though it was
crazy.
cheaper. I don't go to Marshalls to pay $100.
If it's cheaper, I'm grabbing it. Marshalls, Ross, Burlington. If it's cheaper, I'm grabbing it.
Can't do
I
it.
got this Nike hoodie.
From
Burlington, $40.
See,
Price tag said $170. Let me
See,
get that.
Yes, but that's a little different though.
Let me get that.
That's a little different. Like I go to back in the day, I'd go to there, I buy a polo. I'm going there to get a polo for like $39, not $59. $59. I go to Dillard's, pay the $59. If I went on sale, I can't do it.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Look, man, I remember we had copped George was getting us SBs from what was that from? Cat was getting us all the SBs. We had the plug.
Oh, in Ohio? Or no, Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. We was getting the SBs like this. We had them stacked.
That's crazy. I had a plug like that.
I don't even know how we got the plug. He had bought a pair from this guy or something.
I mean, basically, I just sent him, like, it was in the era where you just contacted all the skate shops till you found one that was willing to sell you stuff, prior to release or whatever.
Yeah, I was never that hungry for a shoe.
So,
Man, y'all got this? I hit Cowtown, and when Industrial was around, that was it. After
didn't
that,
care, though.
exhausted all my resources. eBay's next.
yeah, I didn't care. I'm sending whoever a message.
But I remember you had sent that cat a message. And what did we cop, though? What did you buy? I
I
can't
mean, I
remember
don't
what we
remember
buy.
what the first one was, but I was guaranteed whatever SB I wanted. Now, there were certain ones where I could only get one pair, but I was guaranteed my pair every release.
Yeah, but remember he was like, oh, let me just put them out that day, and if they don't sell, and he was sending you like every single pair they had or something like that?
That was Space Jams.
Oh, okay, Space Jam.
Space Jams, I got 15 pairs or something like that. Like my pair plus 14 other pairs.
14 pairs of Space Jam SBs. That's wild.
Yeah, because he like my pair was already guaranteed, and I was like, whatever you don't sell, just let me know, and because the skate shops, they need money, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like they want to get paid same day. He don't want to have inventory sitting there, so I told him whatever you don't sell on walk-ins, just tell me and I'll pay the bill and ship them to me. And he
Y'all
and
be
he had
having
my
dumb money.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
And there were like I told people, I think maybe in
$8 on you.
and there was a couple people who wanted pairs, so like I just sold them to them for what I paid,
Right.
and then the rest of them I sold, whether it be on
Yeah, the
eBay
homie
or
Dan
whatever.
used to have a plug like that, like on the Jordan 1s. So, like, whatever ones came out back in his hometown of North Carolina, they was just hit him every time. And he's like, yo, I got these coming in. Who needs a pair? And then as long as everybody paid their deposit, the shoes came through. It's release day. That's how I got my parents the NY ones,
You go
and then
from there?
the shop didn't have the Laker colorway because I was more exclusive, but that's how I got them joints, and I was like, retail love.
And see, I didn't know the exclusive one. I didn't know them purple ones was exclusive at that moment. So everybody, I feel like, had got the Paris ones. Like, I had got the Paris ones from, like, Nike or something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't care for those that much. Like, that was okay. Like, I didn't like the gray. Like, I'm not a gray sneaker fan. Like,
Take it off and get that pink up under
yeah,
there.
you know what's funny is?
That colorway just didn't make any sense to me, though.
It didn't. It didn't make any sense.
Like-
But you know what's funny? This past weekend is my first time ever altering the sneaker. Like, you know, where you could rub something off or cut
Right.
something off. I did that to my Sneaker Politics Mac Attacks. I took all the green off and the orange under it. I've never done that with any sneaker ever. I felt like that always ruined it. I didn't do that with any of the, like, what's the other SB Jordan that was
Jordan
black?
1 Bread and Royal.
No. Well, but the SB ones.
Yeah.
Lance
Yeah,
Mountains.
the Lance Mountains.
Yeah, I didn't do that with either one of those. I had the white ones. I didn't have the black ones. I didn't do that with those because I was like, I ain't going to ruin those. Like, I don't want to mess those up like that. But
That's crazy. Like during that time, it was people like, man, I'll swap you my royal pair for your royal pair just so you can have a
Fact.
matching one because the left and the right
that's
ones
right.
were opposite.
I forgot
So
about
it's just,
that.
and then once you took the paint off of it, you got a pair of royals.
Did you
or a
have
pair of
Lance
breads.
Mountains?
I had all of them.
Yeah, that's.
I never wore any of them. I had them for a while, and then I was like, "Yeah, I'll sell them."
But George was at the house with stacks of SBs. I was just getting mine, Crown Royals, Black Levi's, Concord. We was getting like this. What was the black pair that had like the Hollywood? Was it Hollywood on the back?
Entourage?
I mean,
We had Black Entourage,
you might
right?
be thinking of the Brooklyn Projects.
Brooklyn
collab.
Projects.
Projects.
We had those
Those are
ones.
so damn sexy.
Miami's.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of those today. I sold mine. I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't
Sold
have
all of them. I don't own one of those dunks from back then.
That's
Zero.
crazy.
I have a total of
Walk of Fames.
Walk of Fames. I think I may have a total of about 13 SBs. That's it. And I probably had about a good 40 something. But them joints that fell off so hard that I didn't know what to do with them. Like I don't know how they got whacked like that. Like, because here's the thing. Even if you didn't like any of the new ones that were coming out, it was really no reason to sell the ones that you had. George was the only person that I knew, and probably you, I guess, that didn't get rid of them. Like, got rid of some, but they didn't get rid of, like, the main ones. I
Right.
got rid of all of them, basically. The ones I got now, like, the ones that I love, but still, it's like, man, I wish I still had some of them. Like, especially going through this list, the list that I made right now, I had a good amount of these. Like, I didn't have all of them, but I had a good amount of them. Wore maybe once or twice and was like, man, get these out of here, man.
Yeah. A lot of my shoes at the point are just like that midsole is coming off, but since it's stitched on there,
Yeah.
I still rock them. But
Bro.
it's just like I'm gonna need a glue job on a bunch of these.
You ever did soles and stuff? And shout out to anybody who listens to podcasts. Rob is a sneaker customizer, man. He's been doing it
Yeah,
for a
I mean,
long
I don't
time.
restore anything
Oh, okay.
anymore. Like that's just too much stress.
Are you still doing customized stuff?
I do.
Oh,
but
okay.
I fit it into my schedule.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, I haven't seen you. I feel like I ain't done it in a
Yeah,
minute.
I ain't supposed to. Like, look, once I took that trip to Cali and made a couple moves out there and just got into a bigger scheme of doing better stuff with more money. You know, you know, you know, it's just I've just been having fun doing that. So
Hey, man, as long
you know
as
what I'm saying? I'll
survive it.
customize from time to time or whatever, but it's just like, and then on top of that, I'm not getting paid from Instagram no more, so I don't find no need to post on my main feed and stuff anymore. It's just like, you're not paying me anymore. I'm not about to post anything. Like,
Oh, yeah, because I
defeats
was
the
looking, man,
purpose.
you don't be posting nothing hardly anymore.
The minute they was like, yeah, we're done giving y'all money, I'm done posting. Like,
Yeah, I sucked.
I'll post on my story, let this sit here for 24 hours.
You think
See what I'm doing for the day.
You think there's a demographic now for SBs?
Right now, because it's trendy and people are just being told what to wear rather than wear what they like, is definitely that market. But the more that I look into it on social media, the fakes is out there super heavy. People don't care for paying resale prices or even retail prices for a lot of these shoes.
Well, you know what's funny is that like somebody was talking about, and we're talking about SBs a lot right now because somebody had messaged me and was like, man, y'all never give SBs any love, Harley. And I'm like, fam, y'all don't listen
SB
to this
fan.
shit,
What are we talking about?
Oh, so look at that. That's a classic shirt.
And this is from the neck face collab. This is from the first one when they did the Blazers, the yellow Blazers. They got the neck face
I
on
know
it,
what
and then
you're talking about.
and the Dunk High. They had like it was a black on black.
That shit is fire.
So yeah, the neck face collab. That was one of my
Man,
favorite
that joint
ones.
like it's in good condition.
Look, I got a couple vintage SB shirts.
See, now that
In
stuff
the
is coming
tuck.
back. And see, that's why I was on eBay looking for like vintage SB stuff, and I came across this football jersey, and I was like, yo, I never seen this SB Nike football jersey before, and I was like, well, let me verify that this is real. That I just to come across some goofy on eBay.
Right.
Never seen before in my life. Cop that joint. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait for that joint to come in. It may be a tad crop too, so you may see a little navel. I don't know. I don't know. I
We
don't
outside
know.
this summer.
I've never seen it before, so I don't know. But I got some SBs in the closet that I got perfectly for this joint. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like you got the Powerpuff Girls and things like that, I guess, for this era. But I don't even know if that's for this era. Like,
That was a decent collab.
you didn't like
I
them?
don't know. Shoes and threes just don't really hit the same since the Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Baby Bear dunk collab, And then that made sense because it was low, medium, high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not showing no love to the mids no more. So it's just like, that's something I would have liked to have seen with the Powerpuff Girl release.
That would have been fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Make it a low, mid, and high. But
Because they did that with The Simpsons too, didn't they?
yeah, The Simpsons, yeah.
Marge was a mid.
But then it doesn't make any sense because Homer was a low. So if they would have did Bart in
That's
a mid,
right.
With the newest release, then it would have made sense. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is for
I
the
guess
innovation there.
I think you're probably right about that Powerpuff Girl one. I didn't even think about them just being all three lows. Like,
Right.
I think that could have been, I don't know how the reception would have been on them, but like, it would have been something like I think more creative. You made a low, mid, and high. Like, you just go that route again. I think that would have been dope. I don't know, man. I think, like you said, man, like, people talk about sneakers. They talk about things like that, and I always say that sneakerheads is what ruins sneakers. It ain't resellers. It ain't everybody. It was like once the sneakerhead committed to paying resale, then that was it.
Right.
Like if we would have fought it off harder, then it wouldn't have turned into what it did. Like, you know what I mean? And with SBs, like, good Lord, like the SB prices right now, like I feel like they were always those specific ones that were high. Like I remember when like 700 was like, like a Tiffany, like a Diamond Supply.
Yeah.
That was like a high one, or a Blazer, a Supreme Blazers. Like them was always those high ones. Maybe
Right.
Jedi, was around 5, 6, something like that. But now them joints is like 13 and stuff like that.
I mean, it makes sense for the age of it. One thing that I don't like to see is when a newer shoe comes out, like the Sean Cliver joints, the Valentine's Day SBs.
The burgundy looking crush ones.
The pink suede joints with the heart on the side
Oh, I
of
know
it.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like when those ones is hitting the same price as what you could get. I don't know, like let's say like a brand new Tiffany,
Right.
Like the original, Dunk Low for. It's just like, should these be matching the same price? Like I just feel like with a newer shoe, if there's an easier way for you to get that shoe as opposed to an older shoe in your size, like that market shouldn't be the same for those two shoes. You feel me?
Because when we were making the list and I looked up Mork and Mindy's, I looked those up and I think in my size was like 538 or something. And I was like, wait a minute. Like 538, like there are some other ones that are way more higher, like more expensive than these. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? And I'm like, and they're newer ones. And I'm
Right.
like, fam, why would I bypass an OG one like you said? Like, why would I pass like on a Costin Gold or whatever? Like,
Right.
why would I pass on them OG ones that they like 500-600 to pay like for a strawberry cough or whatever?
Yeah.
Them joints is like stupid high. Like I'm like, nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and
But-
exactly like I said, just like when you could go on multiple platforms and you see your size on every single one, but if you go on like that one random, website like Bump or something, or Offer Up, whatever, and you just happen to see this one shoe and it's just like, oh, this got some years on it, blue box, purple box, whatever it is, I'd rather grab that as opposed to one of the newer ones at the same price.
And then the ones that like I've pretty much kept. I kept them gold box, blue box, black box. I got a couple purple boxes. But the tape boxes, the one that I got a few of those. It was okay. But
I got one tape box.
I got some Tiffany box. So
They just
turquoise
weren't
box,
comfortable.
teal, whatever. What was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I got a few of
The
those.
teal, and then of course the special edition. That's kind of one thing that I liked about the newer SBs though. When it came to, you could separate like the general release from the special release.
Yeah.
Is because the Tiffany had the black the black split box.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they had the regular teal for the regular ones. And then they did the rainbow for the special releases, and then kept the teal box as like the original joints. And then I don't know what they're doing now, because I feel like the SB4s, like that should have came in a more extravagant box as opposed to that gray one.
Yeah, it just came in a gray box.
Yeah. It's
What,
just like,
what box are they on now?
they're doing the grays now, aren't they? I haven't copped none recently.
I haven't
So
bought an SB in
Man, I can't even think of an SB box.
2014, maybe.
You ain't bought an SB since then?
I don't think so.
that's a while.
I don't know about that. Man.
The last
I
one,
bought
the last
some.
one
Oh, you
we.
got Pink Pigs. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, yeah. But I mean, I didn't buy it at a store or from Nike. I bought that on StockX.
Okay, well, I mean, you bought one.
That box is purple. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's a
now.
purple
I don't know
box.
what's.
Oh yeah, I
since
skipped the
then,
purple
but-
box. Yeah.
What's the box that like yellow? It looked mosaic, like green, yellow, red, blue.
Yeah, the rainbow box.
It's the rainbow. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I got a couple of those.
And then that one was like short run. It wasn't
Yeah,
really
that
that
was
long
quick.
of a run.
All I got
which
is like
crazy
I
enough.
got the Christmas Sean Clivers in that one and something else. I can't remember.
I like those Christmas ones.
I did.
I like Sean Cliver's artwork. It's sexy. I got some Vans. They did an authentic. He did authentic and a skate mid. The artwork for that is just stupid. It has these gnomes on it, Christmas themed. Nice.
They're Christmas themed van ones.
Well, like gnomes got like the Christmas hats
Yeah,
on and stuff,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
just it's not necessarily for Christmas, but
Right.
like some of them got on Christmas hats.
I didn't know
and
he
stuff
did.
like
I didn't
that.
know he did a Vans one.
Yeah,
Oh, really? Oh, okay. You got them?
yeah.
Oh, okay. You got everything, huh?
I mean, I love Vans. Like,
Vans is my thing.
Well-
I wear Vans on every day, pretty much.
Well-
Like Vans is everything to me.
and it's like Vans is always an affordable shoe that I could just let me go ahead and.
And that's a fact. Like, and you mess up a Van, like it ain't hard
Exactly.
pressed for it. And like I said, like I've been going back trying to find a lot of these classic Vans, like Bones, Dub Taps. I'm looking at some of the old opening ceremonies. Like I've been looking at some of those. Like I got a lot in my cart right now. You know, some of those. So, but
You in the Vans Facebook group? Strictly Waffles?
nah. And you gotta let me
So
in.
many
huh?
Vans for the low.
You gotta let me in.
Oh.
Dude. You gotta vouch for me.
Nah.
You still gotta do that. Remember
I
you
can
had
send
to
you an
vouch?
invite, but yeah, on
Vouch is
Facebook,
funny.
like, man, it's so many Vans in there. Like people just getting rid of for the low.
I remember when like in $8 cats would like request to get in, and then admins would post a picture of like of who trying to get in, and they'd be like, "Anybody vouch for this?" Like, "Oh, I vouch for him. He's legit."
Right.
They let him in, and then you had rules. You had to give yourself a welcome. You had to say you had to welcome and like.
But then
introduce
again,
yourself.
that really built a sneaker community.
It really
though.
did,
Because
dude.
I feel like that doesn't even exist anymore. Like
I'm not gonna lie
the sneaker
to you.
community is officially dead. Like you got your people that you may know now that'll hook you up for retail and stuff like that. But even then, like shop owners, like when Charles was out here,
Yeah.
Whenever Charles was doing something, $1 box here, $10 shoes, $50 table here. Like shops ain't doing that now,
Heck
and it's a
no.
bunch of them popping up. And it's like y'all ain't here for the culture.
No.
Y'all just here to make y'all money and keep it moving. Like, what a $5 vintage bin at? Because I got a Jeff Hamilton jacket up out of there. Man, I wear
really?
it today, man. Let me get that up. Nah.
And see, that's the thing. Like, you go to a lot of this stuff right now. They're all LLCs. They all businesses. And like, they ain't trying to hook nobody up and do nothing like that. But see, that's a good point because, you know, as many times as we make fun and laugh about $8 it may have been the quintessential sneaker community
Right.
thing. Like, we actually participated in that on a regular basis. We went to some of the like meetups and
Right.
functions and stuff like that. Cats would legit help you out. You could sell in there. You can buy in there. Like,
Right.
it was really a real sneaker community, though. Like, it really
Exactly.
was. Now, like, I'll go on, like, and I haven't been in there and checked there in a minute, but, like, the other things that, like, still pop up on my feed that I'm a member of, it's just selling. It's just selling. It's just nonstop, you know, just stuff they feel selling. Nobody really talking to each other. Nobody saying nothing. But
It's not these is coming out this week. If anybody can help me with a pair for retail,
Man,
like, I'm like, y'all
boy.
ain't trying to show nobody no love. Y'all
that
ain't trying
was
to
the good old days.
build no relationships or nothing.
I remember cats would be like, yo, I'm about to go do this. Put your size in the comments if you want me to try to get your size. Cats would throw their size in the comments to see. Oh, okay.
Right. I remember when dudes used to hit the outlet. Yo, I'm up at the outlets. They got these.
They would send
I'm
pictures
gonna
and
be
stuff
here
like
for
that.
like an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So I've met people at the outlet. They're like, yo, I'll grab you outside right now. And I would meet them in the parking lot and get them. Man, I
Right.
forgot about that. Boy, them was the good old days. I made fun of it sometimes, but them was actually the good old days. What else we got talking about? Y'all see Wemby's new logo?
I did. I guess it fits him. I can't really call it like.
I mean, it's fine. People are calling it the greatest logo of all time for like in terms of basketball PEs or whatever. I don't understand I get it. He's an alien. Cool. I mean, I'm not against it. It's nice, but what? I mean, what's the point in calling it the greatest logo of all time?
Cats was really talking about it a lot. Look, I actually love it a lot. And I'm going to tell you why, because...
I mean, it makes sense, but I
guess
love
because
is a
it's
strong
something
word.
new that we haven't had nothing new in a minute.
I don't know how that translate on a sneaker. Like on T-shirts and shorts and stuff, that's cool. But to me, it's better than a silhouette. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
True.
The Shohei Ohtani logo just came out a while ago for New Balance. It's him running the bases. It's like...
Yeah, that's the...
and he's a batter. He hits home runs and he's a pitcher.
Hitter, yeah.
But they got his silhouette is him running the
logo
bases on the New Balance. And I'm like, what? You got the Jumpman logo, obviously. You know, you got your classic logos. Like, to me, the Penny logo.
You got your Rashid.
Yeah, you got your Sheed on the Air Force Ones. You got your Dunkman Shaq. You got, your D-Rose, Rose with a D in them. Like, there's a few things out there. I think this one is actually one of the better ones in a really, really long time. Like, it's something completely different.
If you're saying that, like, it makes sense and it is not something stupid like the Ohtani thing or whatever, I agree with that. I just don't... I don't understand the... Like, he's the hot new thing. I get it. But I don't understand the, like, oh, my God, up in arms, so greatest logo of all time. Like,
I mean, they could have went the easy way out. It just did, like, him doing a fadeaway or something.
They kind of did.
That's the easy way out.
They kind of did go the easy way
Oh,
out.
no.
His nickname was the Alien or whatever. They kind of did go the easy way out.
I don't
Listen,
know,
they did
man.
the whole campaign with the commercial or whatever. I think that's what got people
That
hyped.
was fire.
Now, the more that I think about that logo, it reminds me of Ray Guns.
It does remind me of Ray Guns.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
But
So that means it's whacker. or what?
it wasn't that much thought that went into it. If I was the person who designed it,
I mean, I feel like
It's fine. It's not. I mean,
like I said, it's something new. Like, we haven't had a new logo from Nike in a minute. You guys
haven't.
make one, you throw it out there. Hey, this is what it is.
I don't know, man. I kind of feel like y'all are underplaying it.
You're gonna have to explain why
once
you
they
think
throw
it's
it on
that
the shoe.
tight.
I mean,
But then
look,
again, how many placements do you get on the shoe? You get the tongue, you get the heel.
right? That's
outer-
my that's my
Somebody
thing.
brought up a good point earlier today. Well, we obviously know how good Wemby is, but what if he's on a whack team forever? He got the greatest coach of all time as his coach, and they were whack. What if he's never on a good team? I mean,
I don't know if that's
Vassell's
possible.
pretty good.
I don't know if he
The
could be
rest
on a
of the
whack team
roster might
forever.
be whack, but Vassell's pretty good. Them cats stink.
I mean, they do suck, but like he's doing his thing though. The rest of that team is
And
garbage.
the
though.
logo and his cards and all whatever else people are hyped off for this year won't mean anything if them cats suck forever.
I don't think he'll stay there forever then. Like he's on a rookie contract now. If they're that whack, and Pop is old. Pop is like 80 years old. He may be on his way
I
up to
don't
the
think
upper
it's going
room.
to get any better. I don't think
Tomorrow's
it's going to get any
fertilizer.
better with a different coach.
I don't know, man. Look, shout out to Wemby, man. I like the logo a lot. I think we've had many players that we've called unicorns. We've called this. We've called that. They took a different way out. They could have did him blocking a shot. They could have did him doing a fadeaway. They could have done anything. That to me would have been easy. Like you just take one of his things he's done on the court and black it out, and there's a silhouette, and you throw on a shoe. How does this alien basketball thing translate on a sneaker? I don't know. Like you said, the back of the heel, the tongue. Who knows? But it's something different. I like it. They mixed the alien head in the basketball. I thought that was dope. And,
It's not whack. I just don't understand why people think it's the greatest thing ever. It's like,
if you
it doesn't
compare
make
it to
any
like a
sense.
lot of the logos that you got now, like Jason Tatum, it's just a J and a T. Like they don't put any. Luka is like
but
L.
outside of the
three or
outside of
whatever,
the Jumpman and
L77.
Jerry West, what logos are actually fire? I guess pennies make sense. 1
Penny's
cent.
the 1
Rashid?
cent.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's the easy way out. Him doing that high fade away, that was easy.
fam, come on.
Hey.
It makes sense. That don't mean it's fire. I'm just
I
saying.
mean, we could always do Metal World Peace punching somebody in the face.
Yes.
Draymond Green should be kicking people in the dick. I'm not gonna
Him
lie.
too. I'd like to see both of them on the court together.
Yes, kicking each other.
Kicking
punching
dicks.
each other. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. I like it. I think it's something different. He's living up to everything that he was thought to be in the league, and that's all you can ask for right now. So we'll see. Nike CEO says that innovation is lacking because people are working from home. You're a customizer. You're a designer. You're a sneakerhead. You're everything. It's a topic.
I don't think working from home is the issue. Look, anybody that works from home, you know how easy it is. It's fun. Like trying to find innovation in a world of stuff that's being innovated consistently is not going to be the easiest thing to do. Especially if you're a designer that's been working at Nike for a minute, like I feel like you gotta leave. You gotta leave, go somewhere, look around, see what everybody else is doing, come back, get some new inspiration. Then maybe we could get some new technology or whatever it is. But I'm not out here trying to put stuff together and trying to figure out like what do athletes need or what's going to be good for a skateboard. And then I think a lot of that stuff sometimes is not receptive. Because just like we even said earlier with the tape box, y'all switched the comfort from the blue box when you went into the tape box. Us as casual wearers, we didn't like it. But I skateboard too.
Right.
I didn't like it. So it's just like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. For some people, it may work. But it's just like, how do you find that inspiration to make something new? And then even then, if we're not even just talking about technology, silhouettes, like just making something different. Like the greatest thing that we seen different was what Virgil, when he was doing Off-White, he created a whole different lane to make, sneakers just a little bit different, and we can enjoy them a little bit more. And then I want to say, the ones when Sean Witherspoon, did the mashup,
mix them up.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I feel like you just got to go to get some outside sources,
Right.
Get some of these people out here that might have some crazy ideas, put them together, see what works. If it does, cool. If not, let's move on to the next thing.
I think I do like it. Those are some good examples because, I know, George, you talked about innovation on here before and stuff like that. To me, the innovation was just air.
Right.
You got your air. Nike, and this is probably goes for a lot of companies, Nike has a lot more innovative failures than probably successes. Like, they have tried to sell us shoes that you charge and they lace themselves.
Right.
We're in like this Vapor Max phase. We've had other iterations of Air phases. They've done a lot of stuff. Like, you know what I mean? They slip on stuff, like zip up stuff. Like, they've done every single thing that you could possibly think of. I think of like foam posits. You know what I mean? They had flight posits and they had maybe like a couple other ones, but like, they couldn't figure out what else to do with your regular foam posit. They had the Pro with the swoosh on the side, and without the swoosh was the penny version. It's like they didn't come out with a low top. They didn't come out with a foam posit 2. It's like Dunk SBs. It's like Dunks. It's like they didn't come out with a SB 2. Like, they tried the Air Force 1, 2. They tried the Air Force 1, Air Force 3. They tried those, and it just didn't catch. Like, so they're stuck with a lot of these classic silhouettes. Now, the Sean Witherspoon thing is a good example because they tried to mix Jordans with Air Force Ones.
Yeah, the Fusion. But the Fusion was a hot line.
Now, let me tell you something. People talk a lot of junk about that Fusion line, but there was a couple of them joints that was okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right? They weren't like stupid, out of control fire, but they weren't as bad as people made them out to be.
Right.
Like, I thought they was okay. But that Sean Witherspoon one, like that, I think that's the innovation that's missing. And like you said, like, I wish that Nike then would, reach out to new people. I don't know how that works. You know what I mean? Like you said, Virgil did add a little something to the Presto. Why is that like the greatest Presto of all time to a lot of people now? Because it was just, I never cared for Prestos. I had a couple pairs, but I didn't care for them like that. But that Presto, I had to have it.
Right.
Like, I traded my Cos 4s for that Presto. Like now, in hindsight, I'm like, well, I don't know if that was smart.
I wouldn't have done that.
I don't know if that was smart in the
Wouldn't have
moment.
done that, bucko.
I don't know if that was smart in the moment, but like, you know, it was a had to have thing.
Right.
People that love that Chicago Jordan 1, you know, people love them joints, and I agree with it. Look, man, working from home ain't gonna do nothing for innovation. I'm sorry.
It sounds like an old man thing to say, to be completely honest. And I say that based on the fact of the old people that we know, who say stupid shit for no reason. But my question, like, I would question, who is he talking about? Is he talking about people who are normally like in the innovation kitchen all day long and they're not there? Because I can understand that. But if you're just talking about the people that's literally sketching, because in the innovation kitchen, you can like look at materials, you can look at like how something sits with something else or whatever. So if he's talking about people that are doing, it would be like, you know, this is going to be a stupid example, but it would be like a firefighter Firefighter can't work from home. You know what I mean? Firefighter got to be in the office. Or not in the office, but you know what I mean, like at the job. So if you work in an innovation kitchen and you can't touch the materials, use the machines, do whatever they do, then I understand what that guy is saying. But if you're just a sketch, and I don't mean this, I'm not trying to belittle their job or demean them, whatever. But if you're just a sketch artist and that's your job to like come up with sketches, fam, you could do that from Starbucks, the house, Miami Beach, whatever. Like, you could literally be at Miami Beach and see something happen and be like, oh, shite, draw it, send it in. So there's always, like, nuance to whatever these people are saying. But, again, it sounds like an old man being old. Like, people love to complain about shit for the sake of complaining about shit. I told you what the new assignment at work is, fam. I mean, the response that you said, what about, like, high school shit? Like, it's literally, like, middle school level shit. Like,
oh no, it
just sounds like something like that. Like,
well, I mean, and that is because I will say this, like, you know, a lot of stuff, like things I'm working on right now, I work like it's like a major project, and about probably 40% of the people who need to be involved more with the project, they all get to work from home 100%, and we don't. And it's really hard that our only communication with them is email or through Teams and all that stuff like that. And sometimes we do need to feel like we need to be in the same room. That's a good point about being there, touching materials and things like that, I guess. I don't know if that's what Nike's problem is. Like, they're saying that's what Nike's issue is right now, is that innovation is lagging. Nobody is interested in Nike anymore because it's all the same old, which I agree, you know, in a sense. But at the same time,
people like to make it like specific issues. That's not really it, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like nobody's not interested in Nike.
Like, you might have a good point as your end goal, but the way you did the math to get there don't make no sense unless he's talking about very specific job, very specific person. Like I said, bro, you can see if your job is just taking inspiration and building something new, you can do that anywhere.
You know what's funny is that, like, I feel like they're missing the point. I feel like they're ignoring a lot of the main reasons or the reasons why they feel that Nike is kind of slacking a bit or falling off a bit. Like, a lot of it for me is that, like, I can't keep paying for everything. Like, they don't let me get a break. Like, like, there's a lot of stuff that's fire that, like, I know that, like, I'm not paying that. Right. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, when I hit the outlet, let me know. Like, I'm not giving you $230 for this. But, like, when I hit the outlet for about $77, I'll be there knocking the doors down. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, they ignore things like that. I think they're still stuck in the, like, they'll buy anything and it ain't happening anymore. Like,
that's facts right there.
And I feel like they're starting to feel it. Like, there are just certain things that, like, even the collaborations and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, you got Ama Meniere. I seen Ama Meniere's at the outlet, you know what I mean? And, you know, regardless of whether you like it or not, it's still, like, a collaboration that, like, people used to hold pretty high, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know, man. Like, you could come up with your own conclusions on what's going on with sneakers. I saw a lot of analysts like, yo, this would be a great time for Adidas and them to sort of take advantage of this. I guess, but at the same time, even if Adidas, and Adidas has been doing a lot better lately, even if Adidas does take advantage of where Nike is lacking and, like, picking up that slack with innovation, I don't want to give Adidas $200. Like, I'm not paying $200 for no Adidas anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't wear Adidas at all, so
yeah,
just
so
be a waste.
and that's the thing too. Like, even for, like, people who don't wear Adidas at all, like, they can do stuff that, like, makes you go like, huh, maybe this is okay. Maybe bring in that new customer base.
Right.
The problem is that if you have customers that don't even wear Adidas, and then they're like, this is cool, you're going to be really hard-pressed to get a $200 out of a person who doesn't wear Adidas at all.
Right.
Like, if I'm like, wow, I like this Adidas and I don't ever buy it, I ain't giving you $200.
I also don't think that innovation is necessarily the issue for people in our bracket. Like, we just really are too old to be continuously buying up 5 shoes every week. I mean, that's the way I look at it, at least. Like, when that Lunar whatever came out.
Lunar Rome.
Yeah, like, we acknowledged it was fire. We probably should have bought it, but we like another shoe at retail. Like, it's gonna be on sale anyways. I'll buy it later. Like,
oh yeah, like that shit was like 160 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not paying 160 for that. I know this is gonna be at the outlet.
Yeah.
Like,
So I mean, I don't think innovation is the issue. They came out with that. Now maybe that was in the tuck for 5 years or whatever. So maybe he's talking about, maybe he's looking at plans they have 2 years out and saying like, oh shit, this shit sucks.
Yeah, that could probably be a thing too.
Yeah, but you don't know until the public sees it though. People like there's stuff that could be wildfire. You know what I mean? Like their biggest issue to me is overproduction. That's the biggest
They do
issue.
have a lot of departments, and I really didn't notice that until I started buying different Nike pieces. Like for me, for the longest, it was just Nike SB. Like that's what I'm buying, is just Nike SB.
Yeah.
But then once I started going like, oh, I want some shorts. I don't want the Nike SB shorts. Let me see what other shorts that they got. And then you know how they got the, your average like the sweats or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want those no more. So I started looking into the other category.
tech suit or
Oh,
whatever.
they got Nike running. Oh, I didn't even know this was a category. Now I'm looking at the Nike running. Oh, let me try these. Let me get these. So I'm, getting different stuff. So I see the technology behind these things. But then other than that, like, it's still expensive. Like, I never wore a Nike Tech. This is my first Nike Tech, and I got this for $40. I wasn't paying $170 retail.
Right.
Like that's what it is. Like, y'all got a lot of departments, and they're doing a lot with golf now, which I just seen recently. Eastside Golf. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I recently, like I didn't even know that was a whole thing. Like I'm looking at a documentary on Hulu, and I'm like, hold on, like
There's a doc on it?
there's a documentary on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you ever just randomly watch something and then something else comes on?
Yeah.
That just happened to come on. Right,
okay.
Yeah, that just happened to come on right after, and I'm like, oh, Eastside Golf, and then just looking at their whole like Nike golf story and stuff like that, and it's just like, oh, like there's just a whole nother thing within itself. So it's just like y'all got a lot of departments to cover, and if you're trying to do innovation and technology for all these, I get it, but it's like you got to scale back somewhere.
So that's a good point that you made right there about like the different departments in the running, because when I went to the outlet recently, I usually go straight to certain sections. I would bypass the like running training stuff that like I felt was like strictly for going to the gym or something like that.
Right.
Some of that stuff is fire, and some of that stuff fits me better now than like going to like the regular sweats or the regular
Right.
shorts and stuff like that. Some of that stuff, like the regular shorts and sweats and some of the t-shirts, they kind of never matured. Like, it's
Right.
like, I don't want a Nike shirt that got like Nike in gigantic letters with a giant swoosh down the middle and something in the back. I don't need all that. I go to like the training section and it got like, a little
Yeah,
something in the
just a
back.
little swoosh right there, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe a couple stripes on the arm or something in the back. Like,
Yeah.
it's a little bit more fitting for me right now. But I don't know, man. Like the innovation aspect of it, I think people take that in different manners. Like, I'm not looking for Nike to come up with like the new way to play basketball, a new way to skate. I don't know if that's what people feel are lacking. Like, let me tell you something. Growing up with Nike, and we all wear Nike here, we've all worn for a long time, there's not one point at any point in my life where I thought Nike was comfortable. Like, where I thought like, oh man, these Pippins are comfortable, these Jordans are comfortable. Never. Now, Nike has that now with some React and whatever they got now, that's some comfortable stuff, but like, it was about how dope it was.
Right.
If their innovation, like George said, is either based off of like, wow, new tech, like, whoa, I could just lace my shoes up myself. Like, that's what I really need.
I could take the sole off and put a new sole on.
Yeah, I could switch the swooshes off. I could
Right.
whatever, then that's fine. But if they're just talking about innovation of like mixing a 97 with a Air Max 1, like a Sean Witherspoon, that's what they're missing. They're missing design aspect. Like, I don't,
Right.
and maybe they lump that in with innovation. I don't know. But I don't know, man. Look, we all love Nike, and it is what it is. Like right now, to me, I feel like Dunk SBs, I feel like regular Dunks, I feel like they're all burnt out now. Like, you can only throw so many colors on
That too.
on this stuff. You can only throw so many colors on Dunks. You know what I mean? Before you go, and this is where I'm at right now. You've seen one dunk, you've seen it all. You can give me a yellow dunk and you can give me a green dunk, and I go, that's the same shoe to me. I don't care what every different color. You seen one dunk, you seen them all.
But I pull out an SB, and I'm telling the crazy thing, I pull out an SB now. Oh, bro, I love your shoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these old things? Oh, where'd you get them? Back in 2008? You want to get on a time machine, you can grab these, but come on now.
I wore, what did I wear? I wore something, a Dunk SB the other day, and somebody was like, I was like, I think I got these in '09, I think. I was like, I don't know. I was like, it's so long ago.
Right.
And Cash is like, oh, them is crazy. I'm like, buddy, like, I couldn't tell you. I don't even remember. That's how long ago I've had these.
Right.
Like, you know, and that's what I end up looking for on eBay and things like that right now. But like you said, like, even if a dunk comes out that I like, I just go like, SB dunk. I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay the 150, 130, 120. Right
That's what
now.
it is. That retail tag done went up.
Retail
I look at my
sucks.
old tags, and it's just like,
Yeah.
this what we get at retail now? Oh.
It's crazy, though.
And it's only like another $20-$30 extra, but I'll be like,
Yeah, but that's how they get you. They're like, oh, it's only another, like, it's like equivalent to buying another Starbucks. Like they try to like, you know, it's like going to dinner. You know, I'm like, no, don't do that to
the
me.
most I paid retail for an SB was $250, and it was the black ugly sweaters, and it came with the 10 box and all the extras, the Christmas ornament, the koozie, the lace lock ornaments. That's the only one I've $250 retail.
And that was for the that came with
the
stuff,
special box. Yeah, like
don't they even make special boxes anymore? You know what's
I
funny?
think they did for the Sean Clivers, the Valentine's Day joints. I keep saying Sean Cliver. I don't think he did those.
No, he didn't do Valentine's Day.
Who did those?
Sean Cliver did the Christmas ones.
Was that Todd?
I don't know.
What does the shoe look like?
He's talking about.
I don't have it, so
You're talking about the velvet ones, right?
yes.
Only velvet-
Strange Loves.
Strange Loves, yes.
Yeah, that's
Who
pink.
did those?
That's pink. I mean, I said it earlier.
Yeah, I don't know who did those. Strange Love. Ain't that a skate
Yeah,
shop?
it's a skate shop collab.
Yeah, he got
okay.
he got the card right
This
there.
one?
Yeah, but somebody had to do the artwork on that though. So you telling me Sean Cliver didn't do the artwork?
Oh, you know what? Maybe Sean Cliver did do the artwork on that shoe.
I felt like he did.
It may not have been that one. I don't remember. I think he did. That's something we could probably look.
Either that or Todd, but
Somebody did the artwork on that one.
no, Sean Cliver did it.
Oh,
yeah.
no, Strange Loves. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I keep referring to his name.
Yeah. And what's crazy with those Strange Loves, I do not like them, but in hand, fire. I saw them, I was like, these. But I saw them in person, I was like, these
Yeah, I have
joints-
yet to see him.
those joints
I
are
was gonna
fire.
snag these Run the Jewels for $120, but it's so many fakes out there, and I couldn't tell if they were real or not.
Where you see them at? Where you?
On OfferUp.
Oh, for
It was
yeah.
120.
I mean, that's a risk right
and,
there, being
yeah,
on
and
offer,
I'm just like,
bro.
I was like, I ain't even seen them in person, so I don't know if the color's correct, if
Yeah,
the
you
swoosh
gotta
is
be
right.
careful on that. But anyway, shout out to them, man. Anything else? Nothing else? I forgot. Was anything else to talk about?
Let me
We
see.
good?
Was there anything else on the list?
I mean, I had Drake and all that on the list. Don't even know if anybody wants to talk about that.
I don't care for it after old dude apologized. After,
Okay, let's talk about this now.
After J. Cole apologized, I don't care for anything that happens after that.
Why?
Because I'm from an era where I like my beef. The beef that I like is what got 50 Cent shot 9 times. The beef that I like is what got Murder Inc. turned into The Inc. and then ruined Ja Rule's career. The beef that I like is what forced Drake to show his baby to the world.
Yes.
That's the beef that I like.
Yes.
We're going to run up in Hot 97. You on live dissing us right now.
Yes.
We're coming to see where you're at. That's
Yes.
the beef that I like. Somebody's getting pulled up on.
I agree.
You feel me? This competitive stuff, y'all can have it. If y'all just competing, go ahead and have fun.
So let me put it this way.
I
right?
want somebody's career to end.
I 100% agree with that. And this is what made me mad. And I was way more worked up about this like all week and a few weeks than I am right now, which usually happens with the podcast. It's like all week things happen, then you get to the podcast, you're like, man, whatever.
Right.
And here's the thing. The J. Cole situation, right? I looked at that like, I appreciate him apologizing. Because you know why? Because this is my problem, right? Since 2018, cats been, yo, men need to go to therapy, men, yo, normalize men crying, men, yo, men, you need to go, blah, blah, black men need to go see. Fam, I saw him go, you know what? I don't, this ain't me. I don't got time for this. whatever, man. My bad. I ain't tripping. So I'm fine with that. Okay. Now let me tell you why I can understand why everybody else isn't. I get it. As it's progressed right now to where that beef is with Rick Ross and Drake and how goofy they are, I'm like, J. Cole might be the smartest person out of all of them. These cats on here talking about nose jobs and goofy stuff. That ain't got, they not doing what you talk about, what we know about.
Yeah, and exactly. We're talking about the same Ross that went up against 50 Cent. We found out you was a correction officer. We like
Fam.
50 was like, okay, granted he survived that beef. He had a career after it.
Survived
but come on, like people was getting exposed. 50 Cent had your baby mama online and everything. Like,
fam,
that's beef.
That was beef, all right? Cats is sitting around acting like, look, the Kendrick song, Metro Future song is fire. I don't know if that song is as fire if he didn't say the stuff he said about Drake them, which was light. He didn't go on there and say, like, no name specific, F you, your baby mama, he didn't say nothing, all right? Pusha T exposed a whole human being that nobody knew existed when Drake's kid. I was like, holy shit, like, that's and the
beef. Blackface picture on top of that.
Fam,
for the album cover. Like, come on now.
I had never even seen that picture before, all right? That was beef. This is geeks clowning each other online. Like, they're just making fun of each other now. And I'm like, if y'all really think this is serious, like enough to be like, whoa, this is entertaining, fam, stop it. And I'm getting sick and tired of people running around talking about they love this because this is the hip hop they grew in. Fam, it's not. It's not even close. You can't tell me to stop talking about 90s basketball if you want to sit here and you think this is 90s hip hop. This is not even close, okay? Nas and Jay-Z, they actually it was personal when they beefed. This here is
Jeezy. Jeezy sent a hitter to Gucci's house.
Gucci had to kill one of Jeezy's. Come on, man. Like
come on.
And here's the thing.
T.I. was in Texas asking about Lil Flip. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm not saying I want violence, but if I'm going to say that's the beef I want, then that's the beef violence comes with it.
I just want exposure. Expose something.
I want, well, you know what? Here's the thing. I don't even know if it's necessarily exposure. I just want you to say, Drake, you're this. You're that. Say the name. All this stuff.
That too.
Fam, these cats be coming out with these songs, and then you gotta go on Twitter to be like, Drake dropped that song. That song is whack. That joint talking about drop it, give me 50. Cats is on there like, oh, I think what Drake is talking about is Kendrick's contract. He had to give 50% to Top Dog, and he only kept 50. If I gotta go dissect it and make up my own conclusions for your subs and your disses, it ain't no diss. If I say, Kendrick, you a hoe, that's a diss. Like, oh, fam, I'm from that era. Y'all from that era. Fam, let me tell you something. Look. Nobody, I don't curse. I don't do stuff like that. I'm not against stuff like that. But like, back in the day, you get called a bitch at school, you could die.
You have to do something.
You gotta do something.
You have to do something.
Fam, I remember you get called that first period, but the whole rest of the day, like I know I gotta go to the park.
It's either gonna happen during lunch or after school.
Something is going to happen. Now this goofy stuff talking about Drizzy BBL and you get your abs and then Rick Ross wore that Drake hoodie to his concert. I said, fam, what does that do? Cap was like, ooh, Rick Ross serious. I'm like, he wore Drake's face on his body to his concert. How was that he took the attention off his concert to, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
And I'm trying to tell people, I said, look, man, J. Cole said this ain't with it. I've been in those modes before when you get to a certain age in your life and you go, you know what, buddy, you got it. I don't got time for this. Now, it may not be what people want to hear, but it's like a few weeks ago, some other podcast was talking junk about us, and Cat was like, Greg, I know you got to go in. I said, buddy, what do you want from me? I know why they're talking about us. We're at 300-plus episodes. We're the best sneaker podcast, period. If they feel this is what they need to do.
But do they want to pull up and squabble?
But you know what? Honestly, that's what it boils down to, because it's like, you're in a different time zone than me. I told Cats, I was beefing with people over this podcast many years when we first started this.
Right.
I'm arguing with somebody in a completely different time zone. They sleep, and I'm over here on the West Coast like this. Ooh, wait till they wake up in the morning and see, fam, get this out of here.
Right.
You're going to have to really say something about me to get me to react.
Exactly.
it ain't happening. If you listen to like, yo, your podcast sucks. All right, buddy.
All right, it does. All right, what happens
yeah,
now?
It sucks. Yours is better.
Episode drops next week.
Yeah,
what are
you talking about? Same thing with them geeks. So if you can't say nothing direct, I don't care. I don't care if you ain't gonna pull up. Like I'm talking pull up. Like I see you somewhere, and what's up? We gonna have a not avoid.
And that's the thing. Like,
awkward.
ain't nobody hard to find. Ain't nobody hard to find.
None of them.
Like, come on now.
Like,
and then the one thing that did disappoint me with Cole, it was like you talking, oh, it didn't sit right with my spirit. It's just like, bro, you got in the studio, you spit this, you wrote it, it was out there, you bounced it out from the production thing. You had to wait for it to upload. At some point, you could have been like, nah.
Yes.
Because I do that on Facebook. Oh, you know what?
Delete. All the time. Yes.
Like,
yeah, but at the same
time.
time.
Who you are, Cole.
Yeah, but hold on. At the same time, you don't got the pressure that he does. All his homies, the entire internet is like, ooh, you better respond.
But even then, I've been in situations where me and my boys, we could be out somewhere. Oh, don't you got beef with such and such? Stay here right now. Oh, we chilling tonight.
Yeah.
I ain't even getting into it tonight. We cool. Hey, we just made a sound decision that we not gonna get into it tonight. All right, then let's have fun.
And I understand that, but at the same time with Cole, he succumbed to that pressure and he realized this ain't right with me. I don't want to be here.
Cole doesn't seem like the peer pressure type of guy. It's like he be chilling.
Okay,
you feel me?
Which I can agree with that and go. Then he should have just never responded at all. I could agree with that. He should have just never did anything like you said.
Like, if you're going to delete it, you could have just not responded.
You should have just not responded then. You're right. But at the same time, I go, look at these geeks. Drake and over here talking about Metro Boomin. Like, you're making fun of the producer now. Who cares?
Right.
Like, who cares? Like, what are you talking about? When you see him at the next festival or something, is somebody going to get a black eye? Is somebody going to fight? I've seen Gunplay fight 50 Cent and Yayo and all of them. I've seen real beef. This is nerds using the internet. You got Rick Ross talking about that's why I unfollowed you. Huh? What are you, a Instagram thought? Like,
right.
That's why I unfollowed you. Whoop-de-doo.
And then it's just like, at the end of the day, I get it. Everybody has brands and y'all worth billions of dollars. All right, if y'all ain't going to do nothing in the street, turn this into a charity fight. Like, you know what? I can't legally beat you up in the street and not get sued. Let's sign some contracts. Let's get into a ring. Let's see who the better man is. And I'm going to knock you out there. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Just all of you just be like, you know what?
That's what they got them celebrity fight leagues for now.
Look, you don't like me anymore. I don't like you anymore. You just do your thing. I do my thing. That's all they need to do.
Because it's a lot of area. It's a lot of America for us not to run into each other.
Fam.
I mean, you're in Canada in the 6th. I'm down here in Miami.
Fam, get these nerds out of here. Y'all want to sit there and talk about real beef? You go do your homework. All you new geeks, all you new weirdos on the internet, you go look up real beef. Let me tell you something about beef, all right? When Tupac planted that seed that he may have smashed Faith Evans, that's beef. That's how you die, all right? That's beef, okay? Whether he did it or not, just that seed is enough to where if I'm Biggie, fam, I may be sitting there with the guns on the edge of my seat, okay? If you sitting there telling Drake that he got a BBL, huh? Look at this, shut up. That's the best you got?
Right.
That's the best you got, Drake. You got nose job, Drake. You're white boy. Drake is half white. What are you talking about? Who cares? Drake is one of the most corny people on the planet. Who cares? Drake is let me tell you something. There's a lot of untouchable people on this planet. Drake seems to be one of them, okay? The man walks around wearing barrettes, okay, in his hair. Now, somebody was like, oh, don't do that because Snoop wore barrettes too. Now, hold on now. Snoop was proven, all right? You want to tell Snoop about his barrette? Because Snoop was on trial for stuff. You go tell Snoop about the barrette. But Drake ain't proven for nothing.
Right.
He is doing things to show that it don't matter what you say to do to me. I could wear barrettes. I could wear a grill. I could wear my hair. I could do anything I want, and you will still have me at the top of your charts. You will still play all my music, and you will still do something about it. You can. So right now, it kind of comes across a little bit as hate from, like, Kendrick and Ross and all that. They hating because it's like, unless you're going to tell me what this is about, I don't care.
But I think Kendrick's still been on the same wave since he dropped Control. Like, I'm just trying I'm just trying to lyrically go at it with y'all, like, to see who got the best pen.
He has, but the problem is that, like, he's a recluse. Like, you come in here and you punch me in my face and then you run to the shadows. And I'm like, Where's Kendrick at?
I mean,
and then they come out the shadows again and punch everybody in the face, and then they run back to the shadows.
That's what we like about Joker. He'll pop up, ha ha, and then he out of here. It's time for the next prank.
Yeah, but Joker runs out and blow up everything and kill everybody. Like,
I mean, there's that too.
Kendrick come out and like punch you in the face, and everybody go, "What the heck is his problem?" And he go back to the shadows, and everybody keep going with their lives. And I love Kendrick,
but nobody replied to that Control. On top of that,
well, because it was like, huh? Like, no one cared. Like, it was just like well, that was kind of odd. Like, why did he do that? It wasn't like
because he could.
Shite.
Same reason why 50 did How to Rap an Industry. He dissed how many people on that? 45?
Fam. But that was the right time, the right place, and the right time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 50 has been hit with a lot of pieces of lead and is probably lucky to still be on the planet.
Yeah, but see, hold on. But see, that right there.
He caught Retribution. Oh, well, Retribution makes it seem like it's right. I don't mean to make it seem like it's right. He caught consequences from his actions.
Right. So, and I'm a big consequences person. Like, when we in Miami, I'm teaching my kids about bagging.
Well, not that kind of consequences, but yes.
I know, but I'm saying, like, my kids are like, they're making fun of each other. They're cousins, and they're making fun of me. I said, man, y'all don't know roasting. Y'all don't know bagging. I said, I made teachers cry. I can bag. I said, now here's the thing. I know the consequences of that. I could say the wrong thing to somebody and they may punch my face. I gotta live with that. I understand that. Anything that came down to anybody from beef, that's the consequence to it. You can't be shocked by it.
Right.
Tupac and Biggie may very well be dead because of all the issues with the East and West. It may very well be because of that. Nobody has for certain. Nobody knows. Speculation. Lots of documentaries and everything out there about that. Not saying that I want that, but at the same time, if you're not doing anything, look, Pusha T. It didn't benefit Pusha T with the Drake beef. Like, nobody's going, Pusha T's in my top 5 now, my top 10 now. Nobody. It was like, oh, wow, Pusha T's not scared of Drake. That's cool. But it didn't, like, boost Pusha T's career. It didn't do anything. Pusha T is still a great rapper, great MC, makes good albums, but don't nobody got Pusha T and they top nothing. Not a lot of people, all right? Some, not a lot. So
I mean, I kind of feel
anything.
He's always been kind of like a niche guy anyways. Like,
Pusha T was always the background. Like, after his brother stopped rapping, he was more like, I'm going to play the background, and then he became
I'm not saying his talent is niche.
Right.
You feel me?
He always has been.
But Drake still went like this. Even though solid beef battle. Like,
we know Drake is one of the most talented musicians of all time, regardless of the
100%.
style of music.
That's the point I'm trying to make was with this. Like, this isn't gonna make Rick Ross get back to where he was or how we had him. It ain't gonna do nothing for anybody else.
I mean, let Ross get on the track and be like, yo, stream my shit and you could get a 10-piece combo free. Ricky Rose. I don't know. You start listening to that and start the Wingstop, I'll pick me up a 10-piece.
It ain't gonna do nothing. Drake is gonna sit there and
At the end of the day, this beef is just like wherever it ends at, it is going to be what's going to be.
This is I'm making fun of you and you're making fun of me. It's not even a me.
But if they want to do a competition like how Kanye and 50 did, whoever loses got to stop rapping.
Fam, they can't. None of them can compete with Drake. Drake has his own stands and his own world and stuff like that. The man.
I mean, I get it, but then again,
because look,
if we're talking rap battle.
So here's the thing, and this is for me personally. I'm just going to talk about J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. Drake makes better music. J. Cole is a better rapper, and Kendrick makes better albums, to me. If you said J. Cole's the best rapper right now, I wouldn't argue with it. If you said Kendrick, I wouldn't. If you said Drake, I wouldn't argue. Like, you can't argue them. Like, they're arguing. Let's say, and cats. This is what I hate about other podcasts and a lot of other shows and things like that, and Twitter and social media. They were mad when J. Cole apologized because it ruined their fun. They didn't care about how he felt. You ruined my fun. You apologized and you ruined, because I had high hopes for this. You ruined my fun. You ruined my topics. You ruined my Twitter space. It's like, buddy, the man is mature enough to go out. Now, apologizing at a concert is a little overkill. You could have put a tweet out and said, I'm out of this. My bad. This is stupid. That was a little overkill. But, like, he ruined your fun. That's what everybody was mad about. Man, I thought he was about to do the, that was pussy niggas, blah, blah, blah. Fam. You just mad that you ain't got no topics. Nah, you thought you was about to have epic battle. Now they're making a big deal about this Rick Ross and Drake thing. Fam, there's so many interviews of Rick Ross just talking about how he loves Drake so much and Drake's his best friend and they're so close. And it's like, buddy, what happened Tell me what happened. I
Right.
need answers. Even when they were trying to say, why is Future and Drake going at it? Oh, it got to be over this this girl. It got to be over a woman. This Instagram model they found. It got to be over her. I go, if that's the case, if them two are arguing over a girl, Future has one of the greatest lines in music, GIF, meme history. She belongs to the streets. If you mean to tell me that Future is arguing with Drake because of some girl, that she belongs to the streets is invalid anymore now.
Right.
Because that was from you. That was from Pluto. That was from you. All right. Anyways, I digress. Y'all got anything else? Want to do top 10 list?
Not on that topic.
Yeah, not on that.
Wanna do top 10 list?
I think I mean, just in closing, it's completely uninteresting to me whatsoever.
It really is. It's getting more uninteresting every single day.
Like, we know Drake is still going to continue to make music. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I like J.
Huge.
Cole, but I've never just like put one of his albums on and just like listen to it beginning to end. And
I'm
Rick
not gonna
Ross,
hold you. Ain't none of them in my top 20.
Rick Ross, same way. Like
dang.
Rick Ross and J. Cole both have singles that could be top 100 songs of all time. But I'm not just putting the whole album on and listening to it. You know what I mean?
I don't listen to Drake like that anymore since I couldn't even tell you.
I never listened to Drake.
I did, and I
Yeah,
just
one song
stopped.
that I like. One song.
What was that?
It can't be one ever.
Yeah, Jumbotron shit popping.
That's the only one
That's
you
the
like?
only song because of the beat. It made me want to go shopping.
Look,
It made me want to go
Damn.
shopping. It
can't
was something
be.
about that beat that I was like, you know what? All right. You know
Listen,
what?
even if you not, even like, for
can't
example,
deny Drake music. Man.
yeah, like for example, what's a good example? Garth Brooks. Fam, I'm not sitting there and listening to that old whiny country music, but I'm not gonna say Garth Brooks not one of the most best musicians of all time. Like, you know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not putting on a Drake album anymore. I mean, I just started listening to something that came out in 2017, like for the first time. I'm like, oh, this is fire. And the catch is like, this is already old and dusty. But like when you hear a Drake in a certain setting,
Has that been out the whole time?
what?
The thing, Mike? Oops.
Been out,
I don't know. You been paying attention?
fam. That plug wasn't in there.
I don't have no idea. I think I just knocked it out right now, but I don't know.
No, I think you've been good.
You been watching it?
Yeah.
When did
but-
you take the headphones off?
I mean, I
Guess
don't know.
that's it.
Periodically. Fam, I hate this podcast. Anyways, I don't know. I got nothing else on that. Like I said, man, I love Kendrick. I love them all. Just go make your music and be rich and live your lives. What's the point of this?
That's
Like,
the other thing, too. Y'all got way too much money.
Way too
Y'all
much
got
money.
way too much money.
Like, ain't nobody. I'm like, are y'all really trying to fight?
But
for
then again, I think
position?
that's what, like, rich people do when they're bored. Like, find something to, like, argue
I-
about
that-
or, like...
that's it.
Or, like, hunt poor people for sport. I don't know. I don't know. I can't call it.
I think that's it. They're just all bored, sitting in their corners. What do we do now?
Right.
Because look, let's say Rick Ross really sticks it to Drake. It doesn't make you number one now. It doesn't do anything. Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. Like I said, if you came in here and said he's number one, okay. He's number one, okay. Who's gonna argue with you? No one's gonna argue. But who cares? All of the ones in North Carolina, ones in Canada, and ones in California. Who cares? All of them are rich. Leave each other alone. Like,
Right.
let's move on. Let's do top 10 so we can go home, because I gotta pee. Everybody ready? Top 10 unofficial themed SB dunks to us. And I emphasize the to us because this is to us, okay? If something you like doesn't make the list, doesn't mean it's whack. Doesn't mean you can't like it. It's okay. To us. Anybody got any honorable mentions? No? None?
Yeah, I do.
What you got?
Really.
Really?
Let's see. I gotta find where I sent the email.
it's hot
to
in here.
first.
I know you hot in that tech.
About this Nike tech, it keeps the coolness in.
Impossible, no.
I don't know how they do it.
You sound like that kid that came to school like wearing shorts when it was pouring down rain. My legs don't get cold.
That's him. Something about the tech that keeps the coolness in.
I think you mean the wrong cool. That's a different type of cool.
So they're all obviously Nike SBs. You said, is this only dunks or was it other shoes too?
I mean, I said dunks, but I mean,
Okay,
you got
all
some
right. I just
other
want to
ones.
make sure if I need to keep saying dunk every time or if.
Yeah, dunks.
No, but I'm saying like,
I mean,
we make a
high or
list.
low.
We don't need to say Air Jordan 4. Like I don't need to keep saying Nike SB Dunk. But yeah, high, low, whatever.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're all dunks there. I'm not gonna say dunk anymore. So the one I mentioned earlier, Larry Perkins, dunk low, absolutely. It was Larry Perkins is a fake character they came up with. Why they came up with it, I have no idea. But Larry Perkins,
was a real person.
No, Larry Perkins is a fake character. And why it had the. I'm sure there's a reason it had the not feather collar. What was the material?
Velvet?
Not velvet.
It was like a
but
birdish type material. What do you wanna- I wouldn't say feathers.
no, it's not. Definitely not feathers.
Crushed velvet?
It wasn't velvet. It was like
I know what you're talking about, but
yes. Whatever. But anyways, so Larry Perkins is on there as one of the probably the most desired SB, attainable SB when I was a kid. Like obviously everybody wants Paris, Pigeon,
Yes.
whatever. But
I thought Larry Perkins was a real person.
no,
I thought it was a skater.
Yeah,
no.
I thought it was like a famous prank caller. That's why it had the telephone and the ring
no.
on it.
So it has something to do with that. It has to do with prank calling, but the character is fake.
Oh, okay.
Like the name Larry Perkins is a fake character. But it does have something to do with prank calls, crank calls, whatever people call
I
it.
thought it had something to do with birds.
And the only I put this one on honorable mentions because I don't know if it counts. But what the dunk, the first what the dunk, because it was the first what the shoe. I just put it in honorable mentions because I didn't know if that's really a theme. I guess what the is the theme now, but back then I was like, I don't know if that counts or not. But I feel like it should be mentioned.
Only honorable mention I got, and it's an honorable mention, but it's an actual official collab. But it's an official collab, but it's not known for the actual collab. I got Tiffany Dunks SBs
That was
because
actually on my list.
and it could actually be on the list too because even though it's a real collaboration, it's an official collaboration with Diamond Supply. We don't call it Diamond Supply.
Yeah, we
call it Tiffany.
Which is not an official collab with
Which
Tiffany and Co.
sucks because, gosh, your Diamond Supply, you got one of people could consider the greatest dunk of all time if they want to call it that. And we call it Tiffany. We don't call it the Diamond Supply Dunk SB Low. We call it the Tiffany Low. And it has no affiliation with Tiffany whatsoever, which is why I like the Tiffany Air Force One so much because that was an actual Tiffany collaboration. So,
Right.
Anyways, that's my only honorable mention. You got any? Nope.
Nah.
None? Anybody want to go first? Or you want me to go first? You want me to go first? I'll go first.
I don't care.
Since we are here. Number 10. Top 10 unofficial themed SB dunks to us. Number 10. I got the Heineken dunk. Dunk
I thought
SB Low
somebody would
Heineken.
have that.
I mean, it looks exactly like the beer. Like if you brought it in the room, it looks exactly like it. They did that joint perfectly. Easy. Like they could have tried something different, but easy. It looks just like it. Number 9. I got another one that was easy that we had. Crown Royals, Dunk SB Lows.
I didn't have that one, but I do got 2 alcohol drinks.
So,
I mean, I think it should. It's a fire shoe. I love it. I think it's outside the top 10.
So that's my thing. Like, I think that it's fire. It's just that like if you didn't say nothing about Crown Royal, you just brought it in here, and I looked at it. No blogs, no nothing.
Yeah, it looks like
we would look at it and go, "This looks like Crown Royal." Like,
Looks like a Crown Royal bag.
yeah, that's exactly. Did it come with the bag too? We had them.
It didn't.
It
I think
didn't-
a lot of people just
Yeah,
took
no.
the bag from.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I
Crown-
thought it
yeah.
came in one, but it had gold laces and the purple laces and maybe
Yeah.
like some white ones or whatnot. Oh, you still got Crown Royals? Nah. Yeah, I stole mine too.
I think it was an 11 and a half. I sold all the 11 and a halves. And
You got any more 11 and a halves you want to get rid of?
yeah, probably.
Say that.
Yeah,
Whenever you're ready.
I mean, I don't know if it's anything super desirable that you want, but they're all from that, 10-year-old
Hey,
era.
hey,
So 10-plus-year-old era.
Look. Send the pictures through.
Number
All
eight.
right.
Number 8, I got and I got this on the list because it was perfect. And I don't know anybody who didn't like this. And this is modeled after the Jordan 11 Space Jam. Like the Space Jam Dunk SB Low was fire. Not officially Space Jam, not a Jordan collab, not a nothing. It was just modeled after that. And then when they came out the Conqueror one to me was so bad, it made the Space Jam one even more fire. Like, I don't know how they did that joint so justice like that. Like, and I don't know how. It was beautiful.
It was the laces.
I think it was. I want to say it was the laces. I really do want to say that. I didn't want to say it, but I think it was the laces.
And I think just it being a low top, because when they did the bread high,
yeah,
it didn't hit the same.
Like them joints were fire. I remember George sold them to a cousin and them at what was we at, Sauce in Scottsdale? Fam, that was a long time ago. Number 7, I got Jedis. I mean, come on. Not an official Star Wars collaboration, but like when you look at that shoe, you see Yoda, you see Jedi, you see the green laces was like the lightsaber, the brown was like the Yoda robe. Like it's perfect. Like I said, these are shoes to me that if no one said nothing about Jedi or Yoda and you brought that in the room, that's what I would see. Number 6, however you may feel about it, I don't care, because to me it's still one of the greatest TV shows of all time, and I grew up on it. The Huxtables, the Cosbys, SB Dunk Highs. Now,
I always call that the Coogee sweater.
Now, people like to try to call them the Biggies now and stuff like that, but the Huxtables, it was called the Huxtables of the Cosby because it was modeled after his sweaters. If you watch the Cosby Show, he kept a fire sweater on. Sometimes weird, sometimes tacky, a Coogee or something, many other brands, but Cosby kept on a fire sweater. I had those. I give them the Rico for free because them joints had like 8% stars on the bottom and heel drag. Like it was nothing left on those. But I gave them the Rico for free, but them had no insoles, no nothing. But them joints to me, you looked at them and it made me think of Cosby. Now some people do call them the Biggies because of Coogee sweaters. Do whatever you want. But at that moment in time, they were Huxtables, Cosbys to me. Number 5 to me is one of my favorite dunks of all time, and I talked about that shoe relentlessly, and I never bought it, and I seen some pairs recently for a decent price. I bought Win-Picks Fly that last episode. I may have to buy these, but Gibsons look exactly like a Gibson guitar case.
Oh, yeah.
No affiliation to the Gibson, not an official collaboration, but that brown outside that you can scratch, you scratch that brown on it, they was cooked. With the crushed velvet inside lining inside the shoe, just like a Gibson guitar case. Inside of it, my cousin in Compton, her husband was in a band. They had Gibson guitar cases, red lining, all of that. I remember that as a kid. Number 4, I got Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy, fam, I couldn't tell you. I mean, the show was about, with Robin Williams, he was an alien from space who lived with this lady in Chicago, right? Was it Chicago? I couldn't tell you what the show was about besides that. I used to watch it because my grandma had no cable.
I have no idea what city it was in.
It used to just come on.
I know the plot of the show, but
and he would just be in the living room, and his outfit was the red and the silver. The shoe, if you never said a thing about it, it would make me think of that. A lot of y'all too young for that. Y'all may not realize, but that's a show, what, the 80s? That's an 80s show. Fam, Mork and Mindy is one of them shows that's considered like TV history. Number 3. Now this one may throw a few people off from this. I got the Dunk SB High Oceanic Airlines. Okay.
Yeah, those is beautiful.
People don't. So Oceanic.
Yeah, like Charlotte Hornets colors.
Or Oceanic. No, them weren't Charlotte Hornets colors. Oceanics?
Yeah, it was.
No, not even close.
Man, what?
Fam.
Yes.
Maybe the blue was slightly different. Yes, it was.
Fam, Oceanics. No. Like, no.
Are you okay?
The blue and purple ones, right?
I mean, they're like sky blue and like navy-ish blue.
You're thinking of the wrong color.
No. Because I had to have these. And
fam,
Silver Surfer.
Are you okay?
That's not Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets is purple.
That's not Charlotte Hornets purple and
Oceanic
throwback. The one that actually had the hornet on the front.
Fam, pull the color.
Put
This
that
is
together? I don't
this
know.
is purple and aqua or teal or whatever.
It's a certain type of blue.
I
It's not
own these.
purple. Yes. Didn't you get them Sidewalk Surfer?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people don't understand it. Not an official collaboration. It's a fake airline. Oceanic Airlines is what's in every single movie, every single TV show. It was one that's used in Lost, the show. What's the movie with the Halle Berry airplane?
Soul Plane?
No. Okay.
Snakes on a plane. Hold on.
Executive Decision.
Haven't seen it.
The
They killed
Goldbergs.
Steven Seagal 6 minutes into the movie.
If you watch any movie, any TV show, and they're talking about getting on an airplane or at the airport, Oceanic Airlines is that. They modeled these after the colors of that airline. Fake airline. It doesn't exist. I've always loved these. I had an opportunity to buy them twice, and I passed for other things. Stupid fire. To me. Number 2, I got Miss Pac-Man's. Fam. Miss Pac-Man's.
Too low.
Okay. I don't got these right. I got these for me. I got these from like whatever. Miss Pac-Man's. I mean, one of the greatest SB
One of the
dunks
greatest.
If not like.
They didn't do the Blazer any justice.
Oh my gosh. I
the
remember I could have copped them joints and they're on the shelf and I was like, nah, no thanks. Modeled after the arcade machine. Not necessarily Miss Pac-Man. If you look at Miss Pac-Man, she wasn't like that color, but it was the arcade machine with the blue, the pink, the yellow. The logo of Miss Pac-Man. Come on, man. Stupid fire. You look at that shoe, if you can't see Miss Pac-Man in that, you're smoking them sticks. Number 1. Now, this is not even close to my favorite on this list. I actually hated it. I bought it, wore it one time to my birthday party. George was at my birthday party. I got served. We got served to be sued, and I sold them and never wore them again. Dunk Low SB Skater Dies. Now, let me tell you something. If you didn't have Skate or Die, you didn't have a Nintendo, to me. I don't know anybody who didn't have Skate or Die. You look at a Skate or Die, it is the actual cover of the Skate or Die 1, not 2, video game. The guy's t-shirt, he's upside down doing something on the half pipe, whatever. He got on the shorts, the graphics, and everything. It looks you can't think of nothing else when you look at that shoe except this looks like Skate or Die. If you didn't say nothing about Skate or Die, and I have a history of Nintendo and Skate or Die, I would recognize that as Skate or Die. To me, that's my list. It's fire. Slap your mama if you disagree. Who going next?
Let's go this way, I guess. Here. Number 10. I don't know if it was the first peel away shoe, but I feel like it was the first peel away shoe. Nike. Well, I don't know. I just got done talking about it. I'm not gonna say Nike Dunk, but we'll say High Cheech and Chong.
First peel. I think it was.
I think it was the first peel away of the SBs.
I wanted to put that on the list. I didn't like the shoe at all, but it was a great representation.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't love the shoe per se.
That's the whole point of peeling off that canvas.
Skunks didn't peel off, did they?
No.
Okay, all right. I didn't think so.
I think the only shoe around that time was Statue of Liberty, but that was a Rebel Way.
I was going to put that on my list.
Relax, family.
What else?
I'm surprised. There's one that you didn't put on your list that I'm shocked by the way. Number 9, High Jason Voorhees. Probably just one of the most classic SBs of all time. Super expensive. I'm sure a pair these days is $5,000-$10,000 or something. I don't even know if it officially was
It wasn't
a release or if it was more like.
It was a release, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a release.
Okay.
It wasn't like no.
No, I know it wasn't a collab, but I didn't know because you can't collab with movie studio or whatever, but. And plus, it was so early that Nike SB wasn't even doing that stuff yet. But I didn't know if it was more like the Freddy, where the Freddy wasn't like an official release.
No.
It just like...
No.
Okay. Number 8, the High Pee-wee Hermans. More on my list because, it's probably just one of the top 5 to 10 cleanest SBs of all time. You can kind of see where the inspiration came from.
You could see it from his suit and stuff like that, but on the insole, it did have him sitting in the movie theater chair.
Yeah. There's 2 that you didn't pick that I'm surprised.
No, I got them. I just didn't put them on my list. I thought of everything.
No, you didn't.
Trust me.
No, you didn't.
Trust me.
Number 7, High De La Soul. You can put the low if you want. I just put the high because it was the original one. Fam, why did you not put De La Souls on your list?
Wait, those were an official collab?
No.
That wasn't an official collab?
No.
Ain't no way.
No, it was not.
So you're telling me
I can't say yes or no. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Really?
Even
Nike,
with the re-release?
They came out in well, I don't know about that, but they came out in 2005. Nike SB was not doing collaborations with anyone in those days.
Hold on.
Why do you think Heineken's got outlawed? Because it was they made the shoe and called it Heineken, so they got the cease and desist.
So which one you put on this? Oh, the OG High.
Number 7 is the High. Yeah, I just put the original.
That's crazy.
I think I just always assumed.
Number 6, well, because they did a high and a low when those came out.
Such a perfect match.
The low ones.
There's no way that wasn't official.
The low ones were
wasn't.
The low ones were the all white shoe, which kind of sucked, honestly. But I mean,
I guess it wasn't. What they call it then? And I mean, like outside of De La High. No, because like when they couldn't call it officially those names, they had to call it something else, like Moss Greens, or like, Heineken's was like Lucky Green SB. Like they had to give it like another color name, even though the streets referred it to that. I don't think I ever thought that was an official collab, but I don't think I ever thought it was.
That's because it has the album cover on it. Like,
no, it just has the inspiration of the album cover. There's nothing on it that really, besides we understand that's the.
You are.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't
George.
have full wording on it.
I
Wait, it
guess.
doesn't have anybody's face on here?
It don't got nothing on there.
It's just
It's just the inspiration, just
No,
the
I mean,
colors,
it does have
the
the
like-
corner.
pattern.
It does have the corner. I don't know whose face it's supposed to be, but it's because I had one of the skateboards. I had like one of 50. I had one of the skateboards, and it was just like, that's wild.
That's crazy.
You just blew my mind right
That's
there.
a good
I thought
one,
I knew
George.
something.
Okay, George.
I thought I knew something.
All right, you may be right with your list. Okay.
all right.
Wasn't an official collab.
Relax,
Okay.
you.
What else you got? What's number 6?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna go back and find the thing that I read earlier.
It's really.
Yeah, so I mean the inspiration was the 3 Feet High and Rising album, not the actual group itself.
That is crazy. Didn't know that. I guess I didn't think it though. I didn't think it was, or I don't think it wasn't. It's so perfect to the album. It's so perfect. It's man. All right, what's number 6?
Number 6 is one that you mentioned. Definitely needs to be on the list. The Gibson, the low Gibson. The shoe was fire to begin with, and then the inside of the shoe. Honestly, the inside is kind of similar to the Larry Perkins a little bit. I can't think of what the damn
crushed
material
velvet.
is.
It's not crushed
What is that,
velvet.
like some type of
Like a
fur?
fur. It's like
Yeah, fur.
shag.
Yeah, there you go.
Shag.
Fur.
There
It's
we go.
shag. That's what it is. Like a shag.
Having a brain fart over
But
here.
Gibson's too is one of the almost impossible not to mess up. Like that shag inside got wore out so bad. Like you couldn't. It was hard pressed to find a good pair of Gibsons.
Well, the leather was also
the leather would be all
scratched
scratched
easily.
up and
Yeah.
roughed up. The suede would be all. I mean, the fur shag was filthy and matted.
Yeah, you couldn't clean it.
You
Yeah.
couldn't.
Once
Yeah,
you
the
did, it
inside
was
of the
over.
shoe was pink, so you were going to see every single piece
over.
of dirt and whatever. Number 5, high tauntauns.
I knew you were gonna put that.
You put a Star Wars shoe. I put a Star Wars shoe.
I had Tauntauns on my list.
I just like tauntauns better than Jedi, so I still have my tauntauns. I haven't worn them in forever.
Stupid fire.
obviously,
You
but-
got them at Sidewalk Surfer too, huh?
No, probably either from the Connect or the what's the store? Cowtown,
Cowtown?
probably.
Tauntauns fire.
But to this day, maybe one of the greatest material shoes that Nike SB has ever made. I mean, the suede is incredible. Number 4, this is the other one that I'm surprised you didn't put on your list. Born in the USA. I'm shocked you didn't put
I
that
have
one
it
on.
written
Born in the
down.
USA
I didn't
high.
put it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would expect you to put it on your list.
I was definitely looking to get a pair of those for 4th of July this year.
Those were on the shelf when Hannah bought me those yellow curbs in California at Active. Those were on the shelf. I don't think they had my size. I want to say I asked them, but it sat. Like it sat with all the other stuff that sat in that era. Like maybe it didn't sit everywhere around the country. I'm sure if it, people in New Jersey probably ran out and bought it or whatever. But
They sat at Hot Rod when they first came out.
yeah, so you can call it whatever you want. Bruce Springsteen, ode to Bruce Springsteen, ode to the USA, the album, the music, whatever.
I thought about putting that on my list. I had it written down.
You should have as one of your favorite SBs. Plus, it
I-
meets the criteria.
I can't remember the last time I wore it, but
Okay. Number 3, you mentioned it earlier briefly. It's the first rub-off shoe to show a different layer. High Statue of Liberty. You want to talk about people going nuts for those. I had to call a store in California to see if they would sell my size. And, of course, at that time, the size that they had for me was 11 and a half, so I've since sold it. But, I think I may have worn the pair that I had like 2 or 3 times total because it, was so small. But, an incredible shoe. Like, the actual color, even before you wear anything off, is hard to do justice for. Like, a lot of people think it might be like pea green or something. No, like that joint is vibrant
I don't.
green and spectacular color.
Whatever the color that the actual Statue of Liberty is, it's not an easy color to duplicate.
Yeah.
Like, what is that color?
I mean, it's kind of like tealish, but like
greenish, bluish,
yeah,
sea-ish.
Yeah, I was going to say sea
with
moss, green.
rust or whatever.
Yeah, you can't. You
So
can't
many different elements
copper,
mixed
like
into
you
it.
can't duplicate that joint. Like it's hard. And those SB highs, I used to try to get George to rub that joint off, pause. Like that's all the time doing, or wear them. He would never wear them. Everything, them joints, fire.
Yeah, I think I wore them like 2 or 3 times. Which, at looking back, it was disrespectful. But it's another one of those shoes that, like, if there was a low version, I'd prefer to have the low. Number 2, low roller derbies. So roller derby actually was not specifically a collab. Somebody designed it based off the old skateboard. And then on the inside, it says, like, on one of the insoles, it says, like, International Skate Museum or something like that. I looked the pictures up earlier. But it's not an official collab with a skate shop.
I thought it was a skate shop collab.
Like a skate shop worked with the artist to build it, but it's not like concepts, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? It's not a collab. It's just roller derby based off the skateboard from, and then like the museum. Probably my favorite personal SB that I ever owned of all time. Still have my pair and will never sell.
That's what I need to be looking for, a pair of roller derbies. So.
Well, you bought the other one last week.
No, it's not even.
You tried.
The way them prices
Too
looking,
much.
They
Yeah.
stupid.
And then the number one shoe, I'm not going to say it's the number one SB of all time because obviously those ones that are like in the stratosphere of prices are probably a little bit better, more desired, but Miss Pac-Man low. Like maybe the most perfectly colored block shoe of all time. I mean,
Beautiful.
Who the hell's running around in like, bright pink or whatever until, I mean, I shouldn't say until that came out, but like people were a lot more accepting of that color when that shoe came out. And I should have never, ever sold my pair. I'm an idiot.
And I feel like that's what Nike, them are lacking now is being able to properly color stuff. Like,
right.
You could have got a lot of these that we're talking about way wrong. Like, they could have did the other way around with the Statue of Liberty and did the copper on the outside to be funny, and wipe off to the green. Like, you could have did this stuff really wrong. Skater dies wrong. You could have the Miss Pac-Man, you don't look at it and see nothing else but the Miss Pac-Man arcade machine. That's all you see.
Right.
Perfect. Son.
And that's crazy because the first time that I seen you, we was in front of Cowtown, camping out for Pushead 2s. You had them all. And I was like, this fucking guy right here. I think he was like number 7 or 8 in line. I think it was you, then Dom. Like,
was I there for Pushead 2s?
He was.
I got mine from the store in Wisconsin, but I don't know if I went for.
You was out there. You had them on.
Me and you. That's how I got mine, I think.
What, from the store in
Pushead
Wisconsin?
2s.
Or the
No,
other
I
one?
think we went and got.
I may have, but I know I got I had my guaranteed pair from the store in Wisconsin.
I don't think I got mine from Wisconsin, man. I think me and you went out there
I'm
to try to get another pair.
I'm sure
I think
it was
I got
just
mine.
they sent me one.
Okay. That was in Tempe, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we were.
I was hurt. It was hot that night. I was in the back of the line, too.
Oh, man. I know it ain't like New York winters and things like that, but there is something about an Arizona night camping out, boy. It was hot.
That was my last one. I said never again.
God. And then the nights when it would be like 105 outside and it would rain, like monsoon season, like, come on, fam. Like, I know it ain't nothing like being out in the cold and the snow and stuff like that, but boy, until you camp out into an Arizona night, don't talk to me about camping. Don't talk to me about nothing, all right?
Yeah, never again.
God.
All right, then. Here we go.
Let's go, Rob.
In no particular order, but in order. I mean, since you got to put it up on the screen and whatnot.
I got to put it on the screen. I got to put them in order.
This one's a twofer, but the Unlucky and Lucky High.
So, what are those? That was it.
That was
They
it.
nothing?
It was just a 13 on one and 7 on the other. Like, and we was like, 13's an unlucky number, 7's a lucky number. That's what we called them.
I hated the gold one until I got older. When I was back then, it was like
But now, though, like,
it was like Dino Juniors. I hated those back then. But as I got older, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but if you don't find a pristine pair, that like, like a lot of the Jordans get that glitter on it.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is that grows on that gold,
Yeah.
it's disgusting and they don't look beautiful. On my list, mentioned before, the Tiffany. Definitely,
number 9?
Yeah, definitely should have been a collab for sure.
It was a collab. It just should have been a collab.
No,
with
yeah, it should have
Tiffany.
been a collab with the right brand.
Right.
You know, if we're gonna go into alcohol, Newcastle.
I thought about putting that on the list.
Newcastle's like I love that shoe. I even
I'm good with that.
I even took the bottle caps off the Newcastles, drilled the holes in it, made lace locks out of them to throw on the shoe. It's beautiful.
Yeah, because that was like a beer pack, wasn't it? Like a, didn't they come out with like some other dunks too? It's like another beer or something. I thought it was a pack.
There
Like,
was what is that like the Blue Ribbon?
was there Paps?
I know Blue Ribbon like is a certain beer, but there was a
Yeah.
shoe that had that same colorway.
Okay.
That we call the Blue Ribbon.
Budweiser's didn't come out with this, right? Budweiser came out later.
Budweiser. Ooh, that was.
Later. I think that was later. George had
hold on.
Budweisers. Them joints sucked.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I can't. No, that was a beautiful brown.
I don't know.
That was beautiful, and I think it had the American flag on the top.
Had the American flag on the top.
Which one?
Yeah,
The Budweiser?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like reddish brown and the American flag on the
Yeah,
tongue.
it wasn't a bad shoe.
But it's not an official Budweiser collab.
Yeah,
like you
but
said,
it's
just
it
like
definitely
Heineken's.
represents the
I
U.S.
still,
of A.
I still have them. If you
11
want,
and a half?
if you want those,
Look, let's talk numbers.
if you want those, I definitely still have those.
Look, stop playing. Okay. Look, okay, so we're going to put
I think it's
Budweiser's on the
11.
list now.
I think it's 11 and a half. It might be a 12, but either
look,
way,
look 11 to 12.
yeah,
Line it up.
Yeah,
What's your number 7?
They were called Vegas Gold, but we called them the
I know what you're
Jamesons.
talking about. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
those sat at Cowtown Tempe for like
And
no
I
joke,
went in
like
there and
3 to
scooped them up on the sale rack.
yeah, like no joke, like 3 to 6 months or something, and then we saw them later, and they were like 300 or 400, and we were like, "What
Look.
the fuck?"
Well, I see them joints on sale. Let me get those right there.
I think they were down to like $60.
a
or
beautiful
something
little
like
blue
that.
box
Yeah.
era. You couldn't beat
Crazy
it.
time.
You couldn't beat it. This one, I feel like is a rare one that a lot of people didn't really get into. I was able to get my girl at the time. I was able to get her a pair, but the Nike SB Monopoly Dunk Low. Now, if you see that shoe, it was this mint blue with a red swoosh.
Oh, I know which one. Wait, was that Monopoly? I thought those were just mints.
Nah, they compared it to the Monopoly board. Like once we got around to seeing it, and then
Really?
like, yeah, type in Nike SB Monopoly.
Let me see. I wonder if that changed at some point. SB Monopoly. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong one.
The Dunk Low, beautiful.
What the heck? Why they want me to? You looked it up, George?
Which one?
Dunk SB Low. Why can't I go to Google? Dunk Low SB Monopoly.
Yeah,
All right, something wrong with my phone. I can't go on anything. Look it up, George. Dunk.
Oh yeah, the mint. Oh no, yeah, mint. The
so they were called
mint.
those Monopoly?
I don't remember that.
I don't
but
remember
mean,
that. We had
but
the
I
mint
typed
ones.
it in and it came up.
Came up.
so-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good one then.
Okay, that's the shoe. I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but that's the shoe that I had worn, but I like cleaned it up so well that I sold it as DS on one of the platforms.
I would have too.
But it's not like I worn it a lot. Like I think I wore it once or something. But again, it was too small. It was 11 and a half. But I cleaned it up so well that they accepted it. And I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure the person who got it wasn't upset with it because it still was in like pristine shape. Like you couldn't even tell I wore it.
Right. Next on the list, Nike SB Dunk High Marshall Amp.
I know what you're talking about. Them was fire. You got those?
Definitely one of my favorites.
No, fam, these. Okay, now
How
I
much
don't
do
know
Marshall
if
amps go
I don't know if
for?
anyone's paying this price. And I remember I sold my Monopoly, mint green red or whatever you're gonna call it. I know I sold them for a lot. I didn't sell them for this. They have an 11 and a half on one of the sites for $1,900.
Yeah, they could.
Marshall amps weren't an official collab?
No.
I think it was back in the era where they didn't really collab with anyone. When did that come out?
Holy
2005?
shit.
It was a blue box.
Marshall amps are classics.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Fam, I remember like a picture with Kanye wearing them joints. I was like, I
ain't know Kanye
get
wore
up
them.
here.
Shoot.
I seen.
I might just
sorry.
sell them
It
down.
wasn't Kanye. It was Jay-Z. Sorry,
Oh,
it was
okay.
Jay-Z. And I was like, man, Jay-Z in a dunk is crazy. Like it just looked crazy. Like he had like a Rockefeller jacket on, like back then. Like man, Marshall amp. I thought that was definitely like a type of collab or something.
They're gold box, so they're definitely older than.
Gold box.
Dang.
Let's see. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
2008.
But having those and the Gibsons, I was just like, it just felt like a little rock star pack.
That's a pack
type
there.
situation. You feel me?
That's fire.
All right, next on the list,
Number 4.
purple pigeons.
I thought about putting that on there, but I, for some reason, I didn't know the story behind those.
It's basically it just had the same material as the original pigeons. It was just, it came in a purple colorway. And during that time is the Unsupremes was a big thing as well. The mids.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't get the regular Supremes,
Right.
you could get the Unsupremes. You can't afford the pigeons. You get the purple pigeons.
The purple pigeons, they weren't limited though, were they?
Nah.
It wasn't a limited.
Yeah, that was a regular release.
Yeah, it was a regular release.
Yeah.
That's
The
a good
purple
one.
pigeons. Next on the list, Dunk Low Skeletor.
Was that? That's the purple and the teal one. That
Yes,
was fire.
the Dunk Low.
Didn't you have those?
No.
That's one that looks exactly like Skeletor. If you know anything about He-Man, you know Skeletor.
But I mean, it's basically like Oceanic Airlines low, basically, right? Same colors. I mean, don't do that. It is.
No.
Yes, it is.
Not even.
It has.
No.
Yes, it is. It has some slight differences. Fam, look at the shoe. It's Oceanic Airlines low.
That's a
There's
different
more,
purple.
There's more black.
That's a
than,
different purple.
That's fine.
The blue on Oceanics is just like the
Don't
green on
stop
Statue
saying
of Liberty.
blue. Look at the color. It's purple.
No, look at the color. Look at the color codes of the Oceanics. All right, look at the color
That's what
codes.
it is.
Actually,
We get
that's
up and
not a
down.
bad
That's what we
idea. Let me look
Down
that
to
up.
the color code.
Yeah, look at the color codes.
Why are
not
we
a
looking
bad
up color
idea.
codes?
It's not going to say blue or purple, though. It's going to be like lilac.
Aquamarine.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be like Mazarine.
That. Stop it.
Now we got to look it up.
Hold on, I got it. Don't worry about that, guys. We got German blue,
What is
white,
that, the
and
Skeletors?
chlorine. No, that's for Oceanics. German
Okay.
blue, white, and chlorine. All right. Let's look at Skeletors. All right. Skeletor was different, boy. He was the OG bad guy. Skeletor. Let me see. You're not even close. Let me go ahead and read the Skeletor colors. All right. God dang, $1,500?
Right.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. And that's down $250 on the last sale. Black, varsity purple, and Baltic blue. Not even the same.
That doesn't mean they're
Not the
That
same.
doesn't mean they're not close.
Not the same.
You just read three
Not
blues
the
off
same
and said they're not the
and
same.
not close. Not the same and
Damn.
not close.
I guarantee you, we
Not
could go to
the
like
same.
that Pantone website and
No.
the colors will be right next to each other in the
Not
color wheel.
even close. I'm looking at a side by side right here. Come on.
Fam, what are you talking about? Not even close. The shoes are purple and teal, both shoes.
Fam.
They
I'm
might.
looking-
They're not the same color, shades of blue and purple, whatever. That doesn't mean not close.
Fam,
I'm not
look
gonna
at-
hold. It's the white that gives it that.
Yeah,
that
yeah, the
difference.
white
But
and black is different.
If you were
That's
supposed to, if you were supposed to take the
gang.
The
white
black
off
and the
that
white
swoosh,
is the
if
difference.
you were supposed to make the swoosh
Swap
black
them.
on the Oceanics,
Gang.
Yes, I'm looking at it. It's exactly
it'll be
the
pretty
same.
close.
Gang.
I'm calling lens crafters
gang.
for you.
Gang.
I'm
I
having-
don't know. That's like
I'm
trying to
having
tell the
Lens
missus there's a
Crafters
difference
truck
between
pull up to your
eggshell
house.
white
Gang.
and regular white. I don't know.
What's your number 2?
We're gonna go with
get outta here.
the good old 720 Dunk Low.
What's the 720?
You haven't seen the 720 Dunk Low?
Of course I've seen it, but I gotta jog my memory.
Okay, the insole,
Is that
It's-
the
the checkerboard,
like a motocross bike type thing?
but it was based off a video game.
But what was it based off of? Was it the snowboard game? Was it like snowboard? You like those? Them suck.
What?
Them suck. They
That's-
always suck. Son.
What? First of all,
720 degrees. I think it was based off that the snowboard game, I think, or something like that. Them joints suck.
Stop it.
I remember them joints was at like
it's because you couldn't put a fit together with it. It was the checkerboard with the pink and the
it
orange.
did not, it was a
What?
clashing shoe. What was the inspiration
I
to
pulled
this?
those off immensely. Hold on.
Inspiration. What did that come from, man? From the Atari video game. Okay, I definitely didn't have the right game. What was the game? It said. Wait, what was the game? It said the Dunk Pro Mayat Mondrian.
Hold on.
It couldn't have been California. What was the arcade game called? California something.
Which one?
Oh, the game was 720.
Oh yeah, the game was
The
720.
game was 720. What am I talking about?
And they
Okay.
actually had it on Game Boy Color too.
Okay. They look much better now that I'm looking at them like, about
Yeah,
15, 20 years later.
That shit was fire.
Okay, it's okay.
As you would say, fire. To me.
All
To
right.
me.
Okay, I'm looking at them. Okay.
Look.
What's the number one?
Miss Piggy's. Dunk High.
Miss Piggy's.
My-
Y'all don't know about the Miss Piggy? Stop playing with me.
Hold on.
It was a pink Dunk High with black in it. It had yellow laces.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was like a super faded pink. It was
And I'm telling you, the way that I used to take I wouldn't even lace them up. I would lace it to where like
These
I can
ones.
have the lace hang off on one
Remember
side.
those?
Oh, yeah.
And then I would braid the laces
Super
to
light
like,
pink.
Super
match
light
her
pink.
hair type shit when she would have it braided. Come on, like
I like
Miss,
this. I like this pick.
Miss Piggy's was fire.
I think back then I probably would have thought those were whack, but you
To
look
me,
at them now.
the color blocking didn't work for me. But I like that color pink though.
I'm looking at it now. I'm like, this joint is fire now.
I'm
I don't
like
think I
black
would've
and
liked
yellow.
it. That's a good pick, man. I didn't even think about that one.
Yeah, because they had the Kermit Lowe's, but that wasn't an SB. That was just regular
It was
dunk.
just a regular dunk. We had different lists here. I was like, man, we may have all the same stuff on our list. And so I'm glad we did it with you, because I know you're going to have some good stuff on
Right.
it, man. That was good. All right, let's get here. I'm done with this. George, you got anything else?
Got nothing.
Appreciate you coming through, Rob. Always welcome anytime.
No
man.
problem. Catch me in your next beef with a superstar rapper rapping about nothing.
All right, anything else? Nothing? That's it. Let's sneak this. Go home. All right. Let's get the heck out of here.